Oh my God!
Get ready to be spooked. We've got a bone-chilling compilation of the most bizarre and eerie sightings just for you. From Bigfoot trapped in cages to spine-tingling encounters with skinwalkers, we're about to dive into a world of unexplainable terror. Brace yourself for the creepiest hour you've ever experienced. Bigfoot in cage. So there's this wild video, right? Lurking woods, pitch black night, and a cage. Boom! The camera catches this massive, hairy Bigfoot stuck in the cage. But here's the catch. The video quality is like trying to watch a movie through foggy glasses. You can kinda see it, but not really. Now, here come the other folks, all excited with their cameras out, recording like crazy. Bigfoot's going nuts, trying to break free from the cage, and everyone's losing their minds. It's like a scene from a crazy reality show set in the spooky woods. They're all huddled around, capturing this blurry chaos. Bigfoot's doing his hairy best to escape, and the whole situation is like a chaotic concert of gasps and shaking recordings. It's like, hold on, is that really Bigfoot? And is the camera allergic to focus tonight? Just imagine the chaos, a big, hairy drama unfolding in the woods, and all you got is a fuzzy video and a bunch of folks going bananas with their cameras. Wild, right? Skinwalker Disguised. So, there's this video, okay? A camera catches this wild scene, a dog in a cage, or so it seems. But here's the twist. Turns out it's a sneaky skinwalker in disguise. Picture it, some girls watching this and they're like, is that a dog or a horror movie waiting to happen? The video rolls and the dog, or whatever it is, starts giving off these crazy scary eyes. I'm talking next level horror movie eyes, not your typical fluffy puppy look. Now, the girls are all puzzled, staring at the screen, trying to figure out if they're dealing with a legit dog or some supernatural shape-shifting deal. Meanwhile, viewers are on the edge of their seats, not knowing they're about to witness a dog's escape or a full-on skinwalker reveal. It's like a mystery unfolding in real time, and everyone's scratching their heads. The unpredictability is off the charts. You start with a cute dog vibe, and suddenly, you're in the Twilight Zone wondering if that's Cujo in there. Crazy, right? Haunted house. Hey, so there's this trail camera, right? It catches this kinda spooky scene, a kid playing with a ball in this ghosted house. Picture that, a little kid having a ball in a place that should probably have cobwebs, not playdates. Now, here's where it gets eerie. The scary part hits when the kid leaves the corridor, but guess what? His skateboard just does a solo rollback to its spot. Cue the spooky music, right? People watching this video are losing it. Like, did that just happen or am I in a horror movie? So now everyone's on the house is haunted train. I mean, who wouldn't be? Kid leaves and his skateboard pulls a come back here move all on its own. It's like the house has its own playtime rules. People are thinking ghosts, poltergeists, you name it. The unpredictability of it all has them questioning reality. Trail camera capturing a ghostly playdate, that's the kind of stuff that messes with your mind, isn't it? Leopards. So you won't believe what the trail camera caught at the zoo. Snow leopards, those cool endangered dudes, were going all parkour in their enclosure, jumping around from here to there like they were auditioning for some feline Olympics. The video gives us a sneak peek into their cozy living space. It's like a leopard neighborhood with different areas for the whole family to chill. You know, just leopard things, climbing, leaping, and doing their wildcat acrobatics. What's even cooler is that this is a part of an endangered species breeding program. It's like the leopards are practicing their moves to impress, you know, for the future generations of little snow leopards. It's heartwarming to see them being all active and playful, especially when they're on the endangered list. So, next time you think about snow leopards, imagine these guys having a wild time in their own little leopard paradise. Just a bunch of big cats doing their thing and keeping the endangered species vibe alive. Otters having shrimp delight. Imagine this endearing scene. Two playful otters enjoying a delicious meal of yummy shrimp while relaxing on a mat inside a warm house. The pair of otters paints a picture of perfect happiness with their deft paw movements and happy faces. Their playful actions give the interior lounge an air of untamed appeal and transform it into a paradise for adventures and nibbling on aquatic foods. It's a delightful scene, with the playfulness of nature blending with the coziness of home, as the otters share the feast of shrimp. Keep an eye out for these cute animals as they transform a plain mat into a stage for their charming performance, transforming snack time into a joyful and fascinating aquatic experience. Mysterious ring cloud. A wonderful sight comes in the sky over Vietnam when a ring cloud with distinct black borderlines emerges. Picture a massive soft donut floating high above, formed of clouds. With black lines encircling it, the ring resembles a fluffy halo and exudes mystery. It's how nature creates a captivating image in the sky. People stare up at the celestial work of art, mesmerized and curious about its secrets. As a conversation point and a reminder of the enthralling surprises that the sky, in all its glory, might reveal, the ring cloud becomes. Otter playing in the rain. A secret video showed something amazing in the daytime. It caught a special moment of an otter playing in the rain. The camera, hidden in the day's shadows, shared a tale of this magical otter dancing in raindrops from the sky. Picture a regular street turning into a magical theater. The otter, with its elegant whiskers, played in the rain like a graceful dancer. The raindrops, like musical notes, made a beautiful melody, but only those who listen to nature's secrets could hear it. Imagine the otter twirling through the watery dance, leaving mysterious ripples behind. The video told a story through raindrops, each carrying a secret message from the universe. The otter, a keeper of daytime mysteries, enjoyed its hidden performance, unaware of people watching. In this dance of elements, the otter becomes a peaceful messenger, blending with whispers of the wet street. Daylight, known for showing truths, now joined in hiding the otter's mysterious dance, a quiet teamwork between the ordinary and the magical. Hunting lion. In the muted glow of the camera's lens, a spectral tableau materialized. A juvenile lion, its gaze akin to ghostly orbs, stealthily trailing a man through the dimly lit shadows. The man's strides hastened, his breath a subdued tremor, while the young predator's pursuit lingered in disquieting quietude.
Oh shit! Hey! Rah! Rah!
Abruptly, a disconcerting twist unfolded, their roles reversed as he pivoted, only to find the lion fixated upon him. Panic etched across his countenance as he gestured feeble attempts at intimidation, compelling the apparition to recede. Dissolving into the foreboding undergrowth. A lingering sense of unresolved tension lingered in the air, encapsulating the eerie encounter. For those intrigued, the enigmatic footage can be explored at Longicorn beetles. A camera catches a bug, possibly a longicorn beetle, poking its way through a desk like it's on a mission. Now, this isn't your average desk intruder. It's a tiny, creepy crawler making a hole where you least expect it. The mystery of its identity adds an extra layer of spookiness. No one knows exactly what it is, and that uncertainty can send shivers down anyone's spine. Imagine finding this unexpected guest in the very space where you work or study every day. The unsettling part? Bugs, especially unknown ones, can be a bit unpredictable. What if it decides to take a nibble? Suddenly, your trusty desk becomes a wild terrain with potential dangers lurking beneath its surface. It's a vivid reminder that nature has its way of surprising us, even in our everyday spaces. The video might give you the heebie-jeebies, but it's a testament to the wild side that can unexpectedly show up right under your nose. Or, in this case, in your desk. Actual Bigfoot footage. In a spooky forest wrapped in darkness, a brave person took a scary journey, their steady steps breaking the quiet air. They held a camera that started capturing a strange feeling, a sense of unseen eyes and a creepy presence nearby. As they moved through the crazy tree, the camera showed the mysterious atmosphere in the air. Dark moved in a creepy way, and a strong feeling of something bad about to happen filled the screen. Suddenly, the feeling in the air got heavier, and the eerie quietness was shattered. The camera turned to show a huge creature like the famous Bigfoot coming out from the shadows. Fear took hold of the adventurer, and the camera kept recording, landing the heart-stopping moment in the dim forest. The peaceful scene turned into a scene of suspense and fear, with a monstrous figure looming behind, casting a big shadow over the vulnerable adventurer. The spooky feeling got stronger, making everyone who would see the video curious and scared. With each passing moment, the secrets of the forest sounded to reveal themselves, keeping the audience on the edge of their seats, wondering what scary exposure the next moment would bring. Real Sasquatch spotted. In a spooky forest, a brave adventurer went on a scary journey with just a camera. They wanted to capture something supernatural. As they went deeper into the creepy woods, they heard a distant noise and discovered a real Sasquatch. This huge hairy creature appeared from the dark, moving through the thick trees, creating a mysterious atmosphere. The adventurer skillfully recorded every step of the elusive creature, turning the footage into an exciting story that mixed fear and amazement. The camera shook in the adventurer's hands as the Sasquatch walked through the ancient forest, making everything feel a bit jittery. Each step of the mysterious creature added to the excitement of the video, creating a story that blurred the line between what is real and what is a legend. The shaky camera acted like a window to something unknown, giving people a peek into a world full of mystery. The Sasquatch's slow walk among the tall trees erected suspense, keeping viewers on the edge of their seats. The video showing a mythical encounter sparked imagination and curiosity, making people suppose about the secrets hidden in the mysterious forest. The adventurer's recording became proof of how legends can capture our glamour, leaving a lasting impression on those who dared to look through the camera and explore the extraordinary world. Fox ate the dead mouse. One dark night in the quiet forest, a curious fox discovered a surprise on a trail camera. The camera, hidden among the trees, caught the fox's midnight snack adventure. The clever creature stumbled upon a lifeless mouse and, without hesitation, began feasting on its find. The creepy glow of the moonlight highlighted the fox's sleek fur as it indulged in the unexpected meal. The tiny creature came to a night diner, nibbling down at the mouse with its sharp teeth. The forest, normally filled with mysterious sounds, witnessed the silent spectacle of a fox enjoying its nightly feast. The trail camera, like a silent observer, captured every moment of this unexpected dining experience in the heart of the woods. The footage revealed nature's circle of life as the fox, guided by the cover of darkness, savored its meal under the watchful eye of the hidden camera. Mermaid caught on cam. Once upon a sunny day near a noisy old dock by the water, something really special happened. Someone with a camera saw something amazing, a real mermaid. This magical creature had shiny scales and a super long tail. But it was stuck on the dry dock and really wanted to go back into the water. The wood under the mermaid made lots of creaky sounds as it tried its best to slide back into the water. The mermaid looked super determined and kind of sad with its tail flopping on the dry wood. Every time it pushed, the old dock made noises like it was talking too. The person with the camera recorded this special moment, showing how hard the mermaid was trying to get back to its underwater home. It was like a make-believe story happening right there on the old dock, a place where real life and pretend mixed together in a cool way. Big King Cobra. Okay, buckle up for a wild tale. So there's this video floating around, right? Imagine a camera capturing the scene straight out of your scariest snake nightmares. Picture a colossal serpent slithering on the ground and people are losing their minds. Now, here's the kicker. It's a showdown between two heavyweight contenders, the King Cobra and the Black Mamba. The snake in the spotlight is so massive, folks are debating if it's the legendary King Cobra or the infamous Black Mamba. It's like a snake identity crisis. This reptile giant seems like it could stretch about 20 feet. Yeah, you heard that right, a whopping 20 feet of slithering fright. Imagine encountering that in your backyard. Some folks are sweating, thinking it's the stealthy Black Mamba, while others are convinced it's the majestic King Cobra. The video's got people on the edge of their seats, playing the Snake ID guessing game. It's like a real-life snake thriller, leaving you wondering what's lurking in the wild. So, if you're into spine-tingling snake dramas, this one's a nail-biter. Just when you thought nature couldn't get any wilder. Beautiful gecko? Alright, an adorable scene caught on camera. A charming gecko with a grin that could melt hearts. It's giving the camera those big puppy dog eyes, complete with eyelashes that would make any mascara jealous. I mean, who knew geckos had a talent for posing? As you're soaking in the cuteness, this little gecko decides to take things up a notch. Out of the blue, it casually catches a phone like it's playing superhero or something. Talk about unexpected skills. People all around are falling in love with this video because, let's be real, who wouldn't? Watching this gecko flash its grin and then smoothly snag a phone, it's the kind of wholesome content we all need. It's like a burst of joy in a world of chaos. The smile on that gecko's face is like a mini vacation for your soul. It's pure satisfaction and relaxation rolled into one charming reptilian package. So, grab some popcorn, kick back, and let the gecko's feel-good vibes wash over you. Who knew a gecko could be the internet's newest sensation? Tarantula? So, imagine this video floating around giving you all the heebie-jeebies. It's all about handling a tarantula. Now, dealing with wild creatures can be a bit like walking on a tightrope, right? But fear not, there's this expert dude who's got the spider whisperer vibe going on. In the video, he's armed with a stick, not to chase you away, but to decode the tarantula's mood. It's like Tarantula Mind Reading 101. He taps gently, checking if it's in the mood for a snack or just wants some alone time. You've got to hand it to the guy. Brave soul, right? Once he's got the spider's vibe down, he takes it up a notch. Drumroll, please. He actually holds the tarantula in his hand. Yep, you heard me right. Hand. Now, that's not your everyday handshake for sure. Sure, the video might give you a bit of a scare at first, but watching this tarantula maestro work his magic is oddly fascinating. It's like a crash course in spider diplomacy. Stick first, handshake later. So, if you're feeling brave, give it a watch. Who knows, you might pick up some spider whispering skills yourself. Bear attacking moose. So there's this video where a family becomes moose heroes. A moose is in trouble, facing off with a bear. Brave family steps in, saves the day, and decides, hey moose, you're with us now. They bring the moose home, but there's a hitch. It's not munching on anything. Kind of missing its mom, you know?
We need to get over to a seat.
Fast forward a bit, and here's the heartwarming twist. The family is like, we got this. They shower the moose with love, become its adopted moose parents, and guess what? The moose starts chowing down. It's like a tale of friendship overcoming tough times. Imagine the scene. Moose and family sharing a bond that's stronger than bear scares. The moose goes from missing its mom to chomping happily, thanks to its awesome new human pals. It's a feel-good story where a wild buddy finds a second chance at home sweet home. Cobra handling drama. A man bravely tried to touch a massive cobra in this dramatic video. Beginning at its tail and working his way toward the center, the mood changed as soon as he saw the face of the serpent. The cobra quickly turned, poised to attack, not fond of the idea of touching people's faces. After a panic broke out, the man was fortunate to make a narrow escape. The thrilling sequence highlighted the dangers of handling such large reptiles. A thrilling but cautionary story was told because of the man's bravery in attempting to comprehend the cobra's behavior. A warning that handling large cobras can be dangerous even with the best of intentions, and that a sudden turn can turn an audacious attempt into a cautionary tale. Playful Duo. A black dog and a black cat demonstrate the magic of their close friendship in this endearing video. They dance merrily, nipping at each other with joyful abandon against the backdrop of snow. Their playful interactions in the snow create a heartwarming image of friendship between two unlikely friends. And the dog's tail wag as they both enjoy the basic joy of friendship. With each playful exchange, this endearing demonstration of interspecies friendship dispels stereotypes. The icy misadventure emphasizes the universal language of friendship, where differences vanish and make space for cozy conversations and icy adventures. This touching scene demonstrates that in the language of play, a black dog and black person can have an incredible bond. Eagle's Roadside Feast. Imagine a busy road with fast-moving cars, and in the middle of the road is a large, impressive eagle. It is positioned in the center of the road, akin to a monarch atop a throne. The fact that the eagle is chowing down on a plump rat, however, is truly astonishing. The rat most likely didn't anticipate this day. With its broad wings, the eagle appears powerful and unfazed by the nearby loud cars. Like the city meets the natural world, the eagle's feathers sparkle in the sun. But passerbys may not even catch sight of this bizarre sight. It's like a crazy journey in the middle of our daily grind, where the unexpected happens to the eagle and the rat's city life takes a dramatic turn. Frustrated croc. In the wild, there was a grumpy crocodile who really wanted to eat a tasty zebra. One sunny day, a smart zebra came to a wide river. The zebra was good at crossing water and easily went to the other side, leaving the grumpy crocodile behind in the water. The crocodile was so empty and sad as he watched the zebra easily cross the river, getting away from becoming his lunch. Indeed, though the crocodile tried hard, the clever zebra fooled him and escaped, making the crocodile irked and sad. The river, which used to stop the crocodile from catching his food, turned into a place where the zebra showed off his smart escape. The crocodile was left with nothing but ripples in the water and an empty belly. And so the wild story continued, with the smart zebra happily getting down and the grumpy crocodile about how to catch his next tasty meal. Armadillo in man's hand. One sunny day, a man found a little armadillo in his backyard. He was so happy and gently picked it up. Agitated to show everyone, he used his camera to record the cute armadillo. The tiny creature twisted and sniffed, not knowing it was becoming visible. With a big smile, the man talked to the camera, telling everyone how special the small armadillo was. He loved its hard shell and small, curious eyes. The man was so happy that everyone who watched could not help but smile. As the video went on, the armadillo seemed to like the attention, moving around and playing with the man's hands. The man laughed a lot, and the happy moment spread through the screen. In just a few eye blinks, a simple backyard discovery turned into a sweet story that made everyone who saw it happy. That is how the man and the armadillo became internet stars, making people happy with their adorable moments. The power of tornado. Once a man was recording a video of a calm forest with his camera. Suddenly, a huge, scary tornado appeared and moved toward him. He quickly ran back to his home for safety. Inside, he looked out the window as the tornado came closer, making the trees sway hectically. The wind was loud and the sky turned dark. As he watched, the tornado came angry and attacked the once peaceful jungle. Trees bent and broke like small sticks in the strong wind.
Look at this!
The tornado's powerful force wiped out every tree, leaving a messy scene of destruction. It was as if nature itself was throwing a big wild explosion, taking away everything in its way. The man, safe in his home, felt both happy and sad seeing the tornado's strong force. His camera captured not just the forest's beauty, but also nature's strong and unpredictable power, showing how it can be both amazing and tough.
Oh my gosh! Look up there!
Woolly mammoth. Hold on to your hats for this wild tale. So there's this camera rolling, right? And guess what it captures? A mammoth. Not just any mammoth, but a bona fide woolly mammoth casually strolling across a river. Yeah, you heard it right. A real-life ancient creature on film. Now, here's the kicker.
A woolly mammoth crossing a river in Siberia.
Since the giant hairy mammals have been extinct for thousands of years,
Woolly mammoths are supposed to be history, like really ancient history. But this footage has the whole internet buzzing. This mammoth isn't playing hide and seek. It's out there, big as life, horns and all. Sure, some folks might raise an eyebrow because, you know, mammoths are supposed to be chilling with the dinosaurs in the history books. But this video, it's like a megaphone announcement saying, hey, mammoths might still be around. Evidence might be scarce, but this video, that's like a mammoth-sized mic drop. So, here we are, questioning everything we thought we knew about extinct animals. A woolly mammoth crossing a river stealing the show and making us rethink our history lessons. The proof might be low, but this video's got us scratching our heads, wondering if mammoths are the real comeback kings of the animal kingdom. Mysterious sky descent. In broad daylight, something mysterious happened. A hidden event unfolded as a camera recorded it. The recording showed a strange light coming down from the sky, red and green colors swirling like a dance in the heavens, unlike anything we normally see. This odd sight looked a bit like a part of an airplane on a fire, or maybe a UFO meeting its end in flames on Earth. People watching couldn't figure out if it was a sad accident or some strange thing from outer space.
C'est quoi? On voit.
Hey, c'était vraiment nice.
C'est un vaisseau.
On le voit!
Without a sound, this mysterious thing glided through the sky smoothly, not making the noise we'd expect from regular engines. It moved so quietly as if it didn't follow the usual rules of sound. When I left, there was no noise left behind, just the lingering image of its descent. But just as quickly as it appeared, the recording stopped. The screen, like a canvas capturing something unbelievable, went dark, leaving a big gap in our understanding. The story paused, frozen in the mystery of the unknown. With no clear answers, people started guessing and making theories. Maybe aliens visited, or perhaps it was some secret flying experiment. The secrets of the shining object in the sky kept echoing in people's thoughts, leaving us with more questions than answers. Alligator Attack. In the zoo, there's this alligator, right? So there's this funny thing that happened. A girl had a poster, and the alligator, being a bit of a drama queen, thought it was a real person staring at him. Like, seriously? So, guess what? Mr. Gator decides to go all action hero on the poster, thinking he's defending himself from danger. The trail camera caught the whole scene. This gator launching an attack on a harmless piece of paper. Imagine that. It's like he mistook a poster for a human threat. The poor thing was just standing there all straight, minding its own business. The alligator must have been like, no way, I'm not letting this potential danger stare me down. But surprise, surprise, it was just a poster, not a sneaky human. Talk about overreacting, right? The video's a hilarious reminder that even tough alligators can have a case of mistaken identity. Life in the zoo sure keeps everyone on their toes, even if you're just a poster minding your own business in a cage. Mysterious stick insect. In a bright forest during the day, something strange happened. A video showed a regular stick, or so it seemed at first. But as you watched, it turned out this wasn't any ordinary stick. Nature played a trick, turning it into something else. A bug pretending to be wood, like an undercover actor in the forest play. The switch occurred when this bug, acting like a stick, moved onto a leafy stage. Suddenly, it wasn't a piece of wood anymore. Its limbs, looking like stretched hands and feet, came to life. The forest floor became its special stage, and the bug, like a puppet master, strolled on its new animated legs. In those quick moments of the video, reality and make-believe danced together, blurring what was real and what wasn't. The video told a mysterious story, inviting everyone to think about the hidden surprises in everyday things. It showed how even a simple stick could keep secrets, turning into a mystery of a living act. Grizzly Feast. A grizzly bear grabbed a moose calf directly in front of its mother on the beach, turning a normally serene scene into a dramatic one. The peaceful scene changed to a stage in the woods where the harsh realities of nature were on display. Driven by instinct, the grizzly took its prey, leaving the mother moose devastated and defenseless. The beach, which had previously been a peaceful setting, was the scene of an emotional instance of wild survival. The devastating scene was a reflection of the circle of life, where predators secure their prey and prey encounters the harsh realities of the natural world. The moose mother wept as the grizzly enjoyed its feast by the sea, a moving depiction of the harsh but magnificent story that the rhythms of the coastal wilderness penned. Clash of bighorns. Two bighorn sheep were having a violent altercation in the rough, and the sound of their blows could be heard all over the place. But when their powerful horns clashed, something changed abruptly. A sudden ache seemed to be brought on by the impact, and the fighting stopped right away. Instead of continuing their violent exchange, the two enemies stopped and fixed each other with intense stares. They stood frozen in time, the ferocity of their previous duel transforming into a shared moment of contemplation. The sheep communicated silently in this state of suspended animation, their silence reflecting a mutual understanding. It was a shared experience rather than merely a fight. The once aggressive rivals, now immobile, turned the battlefield into a scene of reverence and reflection. Nature showed us how conflict can dissolve into a silent acknowledgement through its subtle choreography, illuminating the complex dance of communication in the wild. Brazilian jungle dinosaur mystery. In a big forest in Brazil, a strange video came out showing something huge and mysterious. It looked like a giant creature walking on two legs, kind of like the old dinosaurs we read about. The video was a bit blurry, making it hard to understand what exactly it was. As the video played, the forest sounded spooky with each step of the creature. It had a familiar shape, but we couldn't be sure if it was a dinosaur, a really old animal, or something totally different living deep in the Amazon. People started talking about extinct animals and old stories from the forest, like the place held secrets nobody knew. Sometimes sunlight peeked through the trees, showing bits of the creature, maybe scales and a weird look. Some experts argued about it, some didn't believe, and others were really curious. The idea that a dinosaur, something we thought disappeared forever, might still be around got everyone's imagination going. But just as fast as the video came out, the forest kept its secrets. The mystery stayed like mist hanging in the air, and nobody could solve it. The unknown feeling stayed strong, hidden in the deep Brazilian woods, where what's real and what's a story mixed together in the dark. Mysterious object. In the dark sky at night, something mysterious happened. There was a video showing a strange light ball above the city. It was so bright and magical, making everyone in the city amazed. The light ball seemed to be floating in the air, like it was not from our world. It came down slowly and carefully until it landed on the top of a special building, a holy place that touched the sky. The roof of this building suddenly glowed with the light, turning it into a stage for something extraordinary. What came next was really hard to understand. The ball of light, now like a messenger from a hidden world, shot up into the sky incredibly fast. It moved so quickly that it left a strong memory in the minds of the people who saw it. This strange event left everyone lots of questions. What kind of power was inside that light ball? Was it a messenger from space, bringing a message we couldn't understand? People in the city talked quietly about what they thought had happened, creating a mysterious feeling. The special building, usually quiet, now saw something beyond our normal world. Mysterious UFO in the sky. In the dark night, something strange happened in the sky. A video appeared showing something we didn't understand. It came from nowhere, hidden in the shadows. People inside a moving car saw it. The sky got angry with loud thunder, and a weird light filled it up. In this celestial show, a thing shaped like a flying object, UFO, showed up. Just on the edge of what we could see, it moved in a strange way, not like anything we know on Earth. This UFO moved quietly through the hidden paths in the air, leaving a strong memory for those who saw it. We didn't know where it came from. It was a big puzzle. This thing from space seemed to have a plan we couldn't understand. It moved between the dark clouds like a ghost made of silver in the night. Suddenly, the UFO disappeared into the dark sky, leaving everyone confused about the secrets of the universe. After it went away, a quiet feeling stayed, a reminder that in the starry sky, there's a magical dance where amazing and mysterious things happen, making us wonder about the vastness of space. The Rake in the Cave. In a quiet, spooky cave, a man with just his camera stumbled upon something really strange. The camera zoomed in the dark cave, and a weird feeling crept over the man. Then, out of the darkness, a creature appeared, unlike anything anyone had ever seen before. The camera recorded this mysterious creature slowly coming into view. It had a strange vibe, moving in an unsettling way as it crawled into the faint light. The creature's odd looks and unnatural movements made the person watching feel really uneasy.
Wait, what is that? Oh my god, what is that?
Like something out of a scary story. Every part of the video showed the creature making its way from the deep cave, making the whole thing even more surreal. Dark danced on the cave walls, making the mysterious atmosphere even more spooky as the strange nature of the creature became more obvious.
Oh my God!
Run!
Get out!
As someone watching, you could not help but wonder where this unearthly being came from and what it was all about. The videotape left further questions than answers, making you wonder about this strange critter and where it came from. The weird footage stuck in the minds of those who saw it, making them suppose about the unknown in the mysterious corridor of the world. Creepy Rake in the Fields. A brave person with a camera found a really spooky place. When they started recording, the atmosphere got scarier. Suddenly, a mysterious figure appeared, like a scary ghost walking in a creepy way.
Something right there. What is that? Is that a bug?
What is that?
Dude, that's not a bug, dude. That's not. Dude, go.
The feeling in the air kept getting scarier and filled with suspense. The camera, like an alert observer, captured all the scary moments as the mysterious figure moved in the dark. The fields, usually normal, now seemed to have ghostly things, making the whole area look strange. Every moment made the story scarier, and the person with the camera felt more and more uneasy. The video showed a bunch of creepy things, making the viewer more scared.
Something right there. What is that? Is that a bug?
What is that?
Dude, that's not a bug, dude. That's not. Dude, go.
The scary feeling in the air got stronger with each step the mysterious figure took, creating creepy darkness in the dark field. The person with the camera felt like they were in a nightmare. But if you're brave, you might want to watch the video. Just be careful, because who knows what scary things might be hiding in the dark of that spooky field video. It's a journey into the unknown, where secrets in the dark can only be uncovered by the bold. Garter snakes. Imagine stumbling upon a trail cam video that's straight out of a snake horror movie. So you're watching, thinking, oh, cute mushrooms under the grass. But wait, plot twist. These mushrooms start blinking, and bam, they're not mushrooms, they're a snake party. Suddenly, the grass is a snake lounge, and there's no VIP section. It's all snakes, chilling like they own the place. It's the kind of thing that makes you do a double take. Did I just witness a snake meetup? The sheer number of these slithery creatures is enough to give you the heebie-jeebies. You might even start questioning if the grass in your backyard is secretly a snake convention center. It's like nature pulled a spooky prank, turning innocent-looking grass into a snake paradise. Just when you thought you were safe with your nature walks, this video reminds you that sometimes the wild world is way more nope than you bargained for. Wild bear. In the heart of the urban jungle, a trail camera caught a wild surprise. A bear seemingly on a mission with a large garbage can. Picture this, the furry troublemaker treating the can like a paramedic pumping the heart of an injured buddy. There it was, in the midst of the urban chaos, playing a garbage can symphony. With each push and pull, it looked like the bear's mission was to revive the heartbeat of this oversized metal friend. Who knew bears had a knack for garbage can CPR? The video unfolds like a quirky scene from a wildlife comedy. In the concrete wilderness, this bear found its playground in a bin. It's a reminder that nature can throw a surprise party anywhere, even in the heart of the city. So next time you see a bear performing garbage can CPR on your security footage, just remember, wildlife knows how to keep urban life entertaining. A bear in the car.
Don't fuck up the Mercedes. Oh shit.
Once upon a time, there was a car cruising down the road, minding its own business. Out of nowhere, a bear strolled out from the nearby forest. The bear, curious and bold, approached the car. To everyone's surprise, the bear reached for the auto door and, with a swift movement, flung it open. It was as if the bear had a secret plan or a mischievous idea in mind. Without wasting a second, the bear flicked away, disappearing into the lush greenery of the forest. The auto, now left wide open, stood witness to this unanticipated encounter between the mechanical and the wild. The road resumed its quiet cool, as if nothing extraordinary had just happened. And so, the auto continued its journey, carrying with it the memory of an unusual rendezvous with a bear who, for a moment, took an impulsive deflection into the human world. Curious gorillas. Once upon a time, in a jungle filled with towering trees and hidden rocks, there lived two big furry gorillas. One sunny day, as the gorillas were playing hide and seek, they stumbled upon a tiny kitten behind some rocks. The little furball looked lost and afraid. Curiosity sparked in the gorilla's eyes. But instead of being friendly, they snorted and mouthed, tossing the helpless kitten away. The poor kitten tumbled through the air, wharf with a soft thud on the jungle bottom. It mewed softly, confused and scared. The gorillas, unmoved by the kitten's distress, continued their play as if nothing had happened. The kitten, however, gathered its courage and cautiously retreated into the dark, hoping to find safety and kindness away in the vast and mysterious jungle. And so, the jungle tale continued, with unexpected twists awaiting those who cross paths in the wild world of leaves and echoes. Leopard jumps from wall. One night when it was dark outside, something magical happened. A super smart camera was watching and it caught something amazing. Guess what? A cool leopard, like a superhero but furry, came out when it was super dark. It jumped from a tall wall like it had anti-gravity powers, just like a ray sliding through the night sky. The camera, acting like a nosy friend, told the story with quiet clicks and bright flashes. The sneaky leopard, with eyes shining bright like tiny stars, did this awesome jump. It used its strong muscles to fly. The night air got quiet, like everyone was holding their breath, watching something incredible. The video, like a secret diary, showed the cat doing cool moves in the dark. The moon, the only one who saw it all, shined its silvery light on the cat. Right at the top of the jump, the camera took a picture, capturing the untold tale of a leopard's awesome midnight adventure on the quiet stage of the night. Baby elephant adventure. A young elephant playing with its mother was startled when it fell into a tiny puddle. The touching portion is right here though, as more elephants hurried over. They quickly assembled a rescue crew and quickly helped the tiny one, all with great hearts and soft strength. It resembles a heroic family moment. The incident involving the little pool became a team effort, demonstrating the compassionate nature of elephant families. They worked together to ensure the safety of the baby elephant, transforming a small slip into a story of compassion and cooperative rescue. Brave family encounter. A family in San Pedro, Mexico's Chipinic Park received a huge surprise when a cunning bear hopped onto their table and started munching on their food. The wild moment was swiftly captured on camera by the oldest daughter. The mother maintained her composure despite the bear's constant munching, and that's the courageous part. She covered her son's eyes to ensure the bear wouldn't be startled. It's akin to a real-life adventure, demonstrating how this family handled a furry surprise with poise and bravery, transforming a wild encounter into a cautionary tale. Large shadow around sun. As the sun set, the sky turned into a magical painting. The video caught a quick look at nature's mystery, telling secrets that only come out when the sun says goodbye. It's like a dance of light and darkness, making the sky a mesmerizing show. The sun's fiery arms reached out, saying farewell to the day. Then a dark cover wrapped around it, like a mysterious hug. A huge dark shape spread across the sky, holding the fading light in a beautiful dance. The atmosphere was full of questions, making everything feel strange and magical. When the sun's last bits of light blinked away, something amazing happened to the world. Nature showed a side we don't usually see, like a change that goes beyond our usual daytime. A black shadow like a mythical guard circled the sun as it went down. It added a spooky charm to the whole scene, as if the universe had secrets to share. In this short moment when day turns to night, things went from normal to extraordinary. The video wasn't just about a sunset, it was like a door opening to a place where things we know mix with things we don't. It invited us to step into a world where light and shadows come together, creating a story written in the language of mysterious things. Real Terrasaur. In a chilling video making rounds online, some are spooked by what seems like an amateur's accidental capture of a pterosaur in flight. The shaky footage has everyone guessing. Is it a legit prehistoric comeback or just some skilled editing? Viewers are divided, with theories ranging from a CGI mastermind at play to the possibility of these ancient reptiles soaring once again. The mystery hangs thick in the air, leaving the internet on edge. The video, lacking polish, adds to the uncertainty. No one's quite sure if it's a genuine moment frozen in time or a clever trick pulling the wool over our eyes. Comment sections are flooded with debates, fear, and excitement as people grapple with the enigma. For now, the supposed pterosaur's flight remains an unsolved puzzle, haunting the minds of those who dare to ponder the prospect of these winged creatures rejoining the modern world. The blurry footage ensures the mystery endures, leaving us in suspense and the viewers on the edge of their seats. Dinosaur? A camera innocently capturing a serene forest. But hold on, what's that lurking in the shadows? A colossal figure too far for the lens to decipher. Is it a dinosaur or something else entirely? The footage has the internet buzzing with speculation. The camera's distance plays tricks on us, leaving the mysterious creature shrouded in ambiguity. Is it a prehistoric giant making a sneaky comeback, or could it be some other creature playing hide and seek among the trees? The uncertainty grips the viewers, turning the video into a viral campfire tale. Comment sections are ablaze with wild guesses, from dino enthusiasts thrilled by the potential resurrection to skeptics proposing more down-to-earth explanations. The debate rages on, fueled by the grainy footage that keeps the true identity under wraps. As the forest mystery persists, so does the intrigue. The camera's glimpse of the colossal figure has become an online enigma, leaving us all scratching our heads and wondering what secrets the woods might be hiding. Mysterious Velociraptor sighting. In the forest during the daytime, something strange happened. There were two huge velociraptors walking on the old paths, making the forest seem ancient and mysterious. A guy who didn't know they were there tried to record a video of them. The velociraptors were like ghosts among the trees, making the man remember a time long ago. He kept filming, not realizing the danger he was in. Then things took a scary turn. The ancient velociraptors noticed the man and started to follow him. The once peaceful forest now echoed with their strange and spooky sounds. The man, scared for his life, ran away. The Velociraptor's calls were like weird music, making everything even more mysterious. As the man ran through the trees, the mystery got deeper. The strange sounds continued, creating a puzzle in the air. The forest, once a safe place, now held secrets that nobody could understand. In the fading light, the puzzle of the Velociraptors and their mysterious chase remained, a question still hanging in the air. Nobody knew what those mysterious creatures were doing there. It was totally a mystery. Bigfoot sighting. In a deep wild forest, a guy found something strange that totally changed how he saw things. He'd only a small camera, and he accidentally ended up recording something super weird that he could not explain. The video showed a huge human-like thing come out of the dark, kind of like Bigfoot, the legendary creature. Its eyes seemed really old and wise, staring right at the Joe like it was figuring out all his secrets. The video was like proof of something really strange happening. Watching it made the man super spooked, like this deep, ancient fear was running through him. He could not shake off the feeling when the critter looked straight at him. The video showed this crazy connection between the man and the mysterious critter, and it left a lasting mark on the man's mind. After that freaky experience, he promised himself he would never go back to that weird place where reality mixed with legends. Just thinking about going back gave him the creeps. Nighttime came a tough time because the creature's face stayed in his bad dreams, always reminding him of that strange meeting with something unknown. The memory of Bigfoot lingered in his thoughts like a ghost always there, making his regular life feel different and kind of spooky. Terrifying footage proves existence of ghosts. This spooky video is making people question if ghosts are real. It shows dark objects moving on their own, and strange lights. People are wondering if these are signs of spirits from the afterlife being among us. The video has stirred up a mix of excitement and fear, making many think about the possibility of paranormal beings. The weird things happening in the video, like eerie dark and objects moving by themselves, are sparking a fresh interest in all things supernatural. Some are indeed wondering if this is a peek into a world beyond ours, where spirits linger in the dark. The video has become a big deal for those curious about life after death. It challenges what we thought we knew and makes us review the idea of ghosts. The spooky vibes from the video make us question if there are mysterious forces around us, blurring the line between what is real and what might be beyond our understanding. It's a reminder that maybe the boundary between the everyday world and the ghostly one is not as clear as we think. The creepy monster entered the room. In a poorly lit room, a man nervously handles his camera, trying to capture the creepy feeling filling the space. He feels uneasy as he tries to record strange sensations appearing out of nowhere. The dark door slowly opens, giving him a chill. Suddenly, a huge and spooky figure quietly enters, making everything feel weird and unreal. The man's hands shake as he struggles to understand this crazy intrusion. Creepy shadows move on the walls, turning the once familiar room into a mysterious puzzle. Fear thickens the air, making the man even more tense. The strange figure, a scary presence, stays in the camera shot, capturing everyone's attention and sending chills down their spines. The room, once a safe place, now feels strangely threatening, adding to the growing sense of fear in every corner. As the man deals with the unfolding terror, the camera captures all the scary details, increasing the viewer's own sense of curiosity and fear. The mysterious event in the dim room becomes a silent mystery, leaving those who watch it both intrigued and spooked by the unexplainable things happening. Bear intrusion. Embark on a heart-stopping journey with bear intrusion as a house sitter's serene day takes a dark turn. In a chilling video, a colossal black bear casually infiltrates the living room, displaying an unsettling tranquility. The unexpected guest explores the space with an otherworldly composure, even amusingly engaging with the piano. The surreal calmness of the bear contrasts sharply with the terror it instills. Witness the boundary between the human and animal worlds blur in this unnerving encounter that challenges our understanding of wildlife behavior. Feathered Fury. Dive into the wilds of Canada with Feathered Fury, where a fisherman captures an astonishing spectacle. Two bald eagles fiercely defend their nest against a relentless bear climbing their tree.
This is the most sickest thing ever, boys. Jesus Christ.
Despite valiant efforts, the bear seizes an eaglet, plunging the scene into a heart-wrenching struggle between survival and predation. This captivating moment in the circle of life unfolds against the backdrop of nature's raw intensity.
You're absolutely kidding me.
Nature has no mercy.
Strange events happened. A bunch of friends went for a relaxed drive, capturing their fun moments on video. Little did they know that their easygoing adventure would turn into something mysterious and spooky. While cruising down the road, a strange person suddenly appeared out of nowhere. This mysterious man walked in a creepy way, like something out of a scary movie, making the day feel weird and eerie. But that is not where the surprises stop.
Oh my god, what's that? What?
In another part of their recorded day, the friends were in a kitchen, happily clueless about what was about to happen. Out of the blue, a second person showed up, dressed up as Bigfoot. The unexpected sight of this creature startled the group, mixing feelings of fear and curiosity. The surprising costume and the sudden appearance created a spooky vibe, making this day unforgettable for everyone. The video not only caught their scared and amazed faces, but also the uneasy feeling that hung in the air. What was supposed to be a day of laughs and friendship turned into something strange and surreal. The weird walk and the Bigfoot surprise turned a regular outing into a memorable and slightly scary experience, leaving a lasting memory for the whole group. This day, full of odd events, became a part of their shared stories, ensuring they would remember it for a long time.
It works every time. Hoffman!
Two wild dogs on the road. Once upon a time, a camera on the road saw something crazy. Two big black dogs showed up and walked over to a parked car. They looked really interested. As they got closer, something strange happened. The dogs began biting on the front of the car. It was like they were having a creepy feast. Their tails wagged and they barked happily while checking out the car with curiosity. The metal parts of the car came with their chew toys. Every bite and pull made them super happy. It was like they found a new playground with the car just sitting there. The camera caught all this, making people laugh and be surprised. The dogs had no idea the camera was watching as they kept going with their unexpected feast. This turned a regular scene on the road into a cool story of dogs being mischievous. Bugged out camping adventure. In the wild forest, there was a man who decided to camp in. He thought it would be fun to make a video and share his adventure. But oh dear, little did he know that the forest had a surprise for him. As he recorded his video, he noticed something strange happening outside his roof. The air was buzzing with clusters of bugs, bitsy bones, big ones, all sorts of bugs. They were like a tiny army having a bug party right on his tent. At first, he tried to ignore them, allowing them to go down. But nope, those bugs were determined to join his camping trip. They covered his roof like a living, crawling blanket. Our camper could not help but laugh and cringe at the same time. He bravely continued recording, showing the world his unexpected bug-filled camping experience. Who would have thought that bugs could be similar to enthusiastic campers? And so, in the heart of the wild forest, our man shared his bug-tactic tale with the world, creating a video that left everyone amazed and perhaps a little itchy.
videos, we're gonna witness some of the most incredible encounters with the majestic creatures, as well as strange things like a fight between a bear versus a man. From gentle giants to fierce predators like the frill-necked lizard, we have seen the raw creepiness of nature and its inhabitants. But that's not all. We have also witnessed the agility and strength of a leopard as it hunts for its prey in the wild. These monster trail cam videos that are now on public record are going to be presented in this. Bear versus man. Imagine flying your drone in the vast mountain ranges, heavily packed with thick snow-laden forests, only to capture something frightening with your drone camera. A similar set of events occurred in a mountain forest, where a man recorded disturbing clips with his drone camera. The drone took its flight from an open field and turned into the woods, and within a few minutes, it recorded a man wearing a blue jacket running from afar towards him, and a giant grizzly bear was chasing him. The drone didn't stop flying there. Instead, it went ahead and slightly hit the furious bear. This caught a bit of the bear's attention. However, the bear was fascinated by the man running in front of him, so he went ahead, ignoring the flying drone. The drone camera turned around and kept recording both. Nonetheless, we hope that man had escaped this vicious trap. Crocodile's attack on leopard.
So close to the crocodile.
Once upon a time in a wild and untamed land, there lived a lustrous and spotted animal. This animal with a mighty thirst made its way to the fizzy water's edge. As the animal bent down to douse its thirst, an unforeseen disturbance broke the calm silence. With a heavy splash and a cunning scaled figure came from the depths. The lurking crocodile, stealthy and sly, launched itself at the unknowing animal. Its important jaws snapped shut, aiming to pick up its prey. The leopard, caught off guard, let out a startled face and bounded back, hardly escaping the crocodile's deadly grip. It was a close call, and the two bloodsuckers locked eyes for a moment, sizing each other up, before the leopard wisely retreated, leaving the stream's edge to the crocodile, who slipped back beneath the water, evaporating into the depths. It was a tense hassle in the circle of life, where hazard lurked just below the face.
Oh!
Lioness and her little cubs. In the daytime, a hidden world showed itself in front of a camera. It was a world of secrets, not the usual things you see. The video revealed a lioness, a big and beautiful animal walking through a mysterious wilderness with her 3 little cubs. The wild place around them was full of green and golden colors. 2 of the cubs followed their mother, looking curious by the things they didn't understand. But the 3rd cub, full of energy and youth, ran ahead without realizing the hidden dangers in the bushes. The lioness, like a guardian of hidden knowledge, gently stopped her racing cub with her claws, reminding it of the dangers it couldn't see. She also looked back as if there were more secrets in the wild than we could see. Maybe only those who explore the wild can understand these secrets. Where hidden things are just on the edge of what we can know, and they are hard to see and understand. This scene wasn't just interesting, it was like a puzzling mystery showing us a world where nature keeps its secrets close, telling them in the quiet language of shadows and silence. Mysterious fox feeding video. In the daytime, something strange happened. A house, all alone, had a hidden purpose. 8 foxes, like silent guardians of the wilderness, gathered in a mysterious way near the house. They were waiting for someone to give them food. When the door opened, an invisible hand threw pieces of bread to these foxes.
Good morning. Good morning, my baby bunny.
Each fox moved quickly and gracefully to get their food. It was like a strange dance between nature and something unknown. The person giving the food and the clever foxes seemed to have an unspoken agreement that only they understood. This unusual connection happened every day, making it a strange and puzzling scene under the sunlight.
Papa. One.
The lion and the turtle. In the dim evening, something strange happened. A huge lion with a dark mane was on a video near a river. It looked like a ghostly show. The lion went to the river and drank water. Then an old turtle came near the lion right at its mouth. Surprisingly, the turtle wasn't scared. The lion and the turtle had a secret understanding, and the lion continued to drink water. The river sound was like a spooky song. The lion kept its eyes on the turtle and drank water. It was a very shocking event for everyone that how the turtle didn't afraid of the lion, and why the lion didn't get offended by the turtle. Some thought that probably both of them were friends. It was a weird and puzzling moment, like a mystery in nature that left everyone watching in wonder. Mystical encounter with frill-necked lizard. In a sunny forest, something amazing happened. A brave man was there full of curiosity. He pointed his camera at a special lizard called a frill-necked lizard. This lizard moved in a strange way, like a puzzle to solve. The lizard sat on the man without scaring him. Instead, the man laughed. The lizard had a frill on its neck that would get bigger and smaller, like a magical show. It moved in a way that looked almost unreal, like it was defying gravity. The forest was a perfect place for this magical encounter. The sunlight came through the trees, making everything seem mystical. Anyone lucky enough to see this couldn't help but feel the forest mysteries. In that short moment, the man's laughter and the lizard's dance made a beautiful and mysterious moment in the forest. It left everyone who saw it amazed by the wonders of nature. Woman and panther. In a hidden place, a video told a strange story. It all started when a woman found what she thought was a small kitten in a tangled mess of plants. But as time passed, she realized it wasn't a kitten at all. It was a panther, a wild and powerful creature. Surprisingly, she didn't get scared and kept the panther as her companion. Her courage was a mystery because she took the panther into the deep forest where it was dangerous. They explored the woods together like two secret friends connected by fate. The video talked about a special connection beyond understanding between the woman and the panther. It was a story about a woman who bravely embraced the mysteries of the wild, a story hidden in the darkness and lit by her bravery, always wrapped in secrets. Enigmatic encounter in forest. In a deep old forest, something mysterious happened.
Oh no, stop it. Oh my gosh.
There was a video showing a narrow path that went on into the dark woods. A girl was inside a cabin and she started moving down this strange path all by herself. Then, out of nowhere, 3 very big bears appeared. They were massive. Strangely, the girl didn't do anything. She just stayed still, scared in the quiet forest. Time felt like it had stopped, and everyone was holding their breath. The bears came closer, their dark eyes hiding their intentions. But then, something strange happened. The bears, as if they had a secret agreement, passed right by her without hurting her. She felt lucky and surprised. The forest kept its mysteries, and this strange encounter would always be a part of her life. Mama bear desperate to feed her babies. In the dark of the night, something mysterious happened, caught on a house camera. It looked like nature had a secret to tell. In the dim light, a mother bear appeared, like she had a hidden reason. She had 2 baby bears with her, and they seemed really hungry. They followed her, curious and in need of something to eat. The mother bear led her cubs to a lonely car under the night sky. What did she hope to find there? Was it real food or just a trick of the night? Suddenly, the bear broke the car's mirror, making a loud noise. She climbed inside, her actions puzzling, like she was solving a hidden puzzle. The camera could only show a part of the story, leaving us with many questions about what the bear was thinking. It was a nighttime mystery, a story waiting to be discovered. A narrow escape. Deep in the thick woods, the video began with an unsettling incident. A giant Korean snake swallowing a baby bird off its nest. It was a terrifying sight in which a snake held the baby bird with its wide open mouth, gradually engulfing it, starting from its tiny feet while hanging from a branch close to a bird's nest. On seeing this barbaric act, the bird couple intervened. They tried to prick the snake multiple times from various directions to loosen the snake's grip on their baby. Somehow, this seemingly impossible trick worked. The snake dropped the bird, but now another problem was to shush away the snake from the nearby nest. As the nest had unhatched nestlings, the bird couple needed to make the snake disappear, so they went full on it. They started attacking the snake, biting its rustling tail and pushing it off the tree branch. At last, their efforts bore fruit, and the snake went, sparing the eggs from its dreadful feast. Hungry crocodiles. Do you know how a hungry crocodile feasts over his meal? If not, then don't worry, we got you. This disturbing footage began with the terrifying sight of a group of giant crocodiles gawking at the piece of meat, as if they'd been kept hungry for ages. They began crowding near the man who was holding a huge chunk of the meat in the air. Well, that chunk was not enough for tons of giant crocodiles. Yet the man tossed that chunk into the pond brimmed with hungry crocodiles, adding more to the already dreadful atmosphere. The deafening silence soon ended with water splashes as the crocodiles became fanatical at the long-awaited meal. They attacked over the one piece of meat, and some lucky crocodile at the back nibbled that flesh. The video ended with crocodiles staring at the man, hoping for a meatier feast. Crown of Victory. In the blissful sight of the Arctic region, a colossal deer with enormous antlers was seen wandering through snowy hills. However, this wasn't the sole reason to document this beautiful herbivore. There was something peculiar about this colossal elk. As he was grazing in the meadows, a giant thing stuck in his horns caught the observer's attention. That massive thing was the crown of his victorious battle. It was the head of another deer, who might have been unluckily in a deadly encounter. The way that the head had been pierced through one of its antlers speaks great volumes about the immense strength these Arctic elk possess and how fatal their encounters can be. Predator versus predator. Have you ever seen a predator falling prey to another predator? Nature's vicious cycle works in such a way that even venomous predators can serve as a delicious meal for avians. For instance, in this video, an eagle can be seen brutally dismembering a giant snake. These sharp claws had their grips tight on the slithering creature, while its pointed beak started making brutal incisions on the snake's wriggling body. This video might be triggering for you guys, as the eagle ripped apart the snake's abdomen, exposing his intestines and eating them right away. The eagle did not stop there. It kept butchering the snake nibble by nibble, and in the end, severed its already torn body. Leap of faith. A lone bobcat sat out on a risky journey amid the vastness of the Arctic wasteland. The landscape, blanketed in snow and ice, stretched endlessly before the cat. The bobcat was conscious of the threats hiding beneath the frosty surface and used its strong senses to detect its every move. While walking over the frozen lake, the bobcat felt shivers run down its spine as a sudden sharp cracking broke the eerie calm. At that instant of extreme danger, the bobcat's survival instincts took over. It shot into the freezing air with a magnificent leap full of speed and agility. With a gentle thud, it landed on the other side of the brittle ice after using its strong legs to drive itself to safety. The bobcat's quick reflexes and acute awareness had kept it safe from the freezing grasp of the water below in the face of hardship. Fear reflecting through the mirror. Just minding its own business and having fun, a bear strolled through the trees in a jungle. However, it noticed something odd out of the blue, which actually was a mirror, but it was strange and creepy for the bear. The bear couldn't resist checking itself out, and that's when things got weird. Its eyes went from being inquisitive to strangely concentrated, as though they were hiding a sinister secret. The bear was startled and tried to run away, but it could not. It seemed as though the mirror had enchanted it. The jungle went all quiet, and you could almost feel the suspense in the air. The bear and the mirror were locked in this strange, eerie moment, and the bear was confused and astonished enough. He had the experience of his life about which he will now wonder for ages. Snail's Serene Feast. In a cozy little corner of the world, a couple of snails made the decision to have a feast. They weren't in a rush, rather they took their time, savoring their little bites of joy. A fresh piece of green was being munched by one snail, while the other got a sprinkle of something powdery and delicious in front of it. They didn't seem to care about the world around them. Their slow, deliberate chewing produced an odd ASMR symphony, with the calming sounds of little bites and the soft rhythm of the natural world. Their peaceful and unhurried feast gave you a little moment of pure enjoyment and reminds you that happiness can be found in the little things, even when you're a snail enjoying a leisurely meal. The Anteater with Two Faces. In this captivating video, a giant anteater was engaged in a fantastic trick that fooled the eyes and the mind. This curious creature was toying with a piece of wood, and its forelegs seemed to take on an eerie, lifelike appearance and resemble another face. At first glance, it was as if he was not alone, but there were two. The video played with our perception, making you wonder if there were two distinct creatures or just one cleverly disguised giant anteater. This captivating illusion will leave you in suspense and prompt you to ponder the uncanny abilities of nature and how the things we see can be this much manipulating. Baby rhino's playdate with a wild beast. In this adorable video, a baby rhino stole the show with its adorable antics. This young rhino, full of youthful radiance, played a game of chase with a nearby wildebeest. It mustered all its tiny might, charged toward the wild beast, and then quickly retreated to its mother's side for safety. The wildebeest played along while gracefully prancing off and then lowering its pace to allow the baby rhino to catch up. Their amusing back and forth was a touching example of animal friendship and innocence. A warthog was also watching the scene with a look of pure amusement. It seemed genuinely entertained by the lively performance, demonstrating how nature is full of surprises, including the endearing and happy times when various creatures get together to enjoy some innocent fun. This video served as a heartfelt reminder of the pure and untamed delight of youth and the incredible connections that form between the various creatures that call the wild home. Jaws of Danger. In a bone-chilling and utterly dangerous video, a man dared to defy reason by pushing his entire arm into the gaping jaws of a crocodile. The crocodile's mouth was open wide, like the jaws of an ancient predator ready to close. Undaunted by the impending danger, the man first played with fate by sticking only a tiny portion of his arm in, then quickly pulled it out as the crocodile's jaws closed. Then he plunged his whole arm right into the crocodile's mouth. It was a heart-pounding moment, leaving viewers in shock and thrill. One could only wonder what drove the man to take such a risky and potentially fatal action. This video was a sobering reminder of the extent to which some people would go to experience thrills or to demonstrate their bravery, even when they were in grave danger. Massive elephant seal. In a New Zealand park, something strange happened during the bright daylight. A massive and mysterious creature appeared, pushing the limits of understanding. The video recorded this mystery, revealing a gigantic elephant seal, a creature normally found deep in the sea. This enormous being moved through the park with an eerie grace. People gathered around like insects, and their quiet whispers added to the puzzling atmosphere. This was no ordinary sight. It was like a puzzle in the daytime. People couldn't figure out where this enormous creature came from. It felt as if it had emerged from the depths of the ocean, breaking free from the water to explore the land. In that strange and bright moment, the park transformed into a place of mysteries. Reality mixed with the unknown, and the massive elephant seal became a puzzle that no one could solve. Hunting gone wrong. Have you ever heard about a gray wolf hunting a skunk? Well, the other day, a trail camera recorded a fascinating incident that happened in the middle of the night. Apparently, a gray wolf was stalking a skunk and attacked it from behind, thinking that it would be an easy prey. However, things didn't go as planned. The skunk activated its defense mechanism and sprayed the wolf with its pungent odor. The wolf was taken aback and stayed numb and irritated for a while, trying to shake off the stinky mess. It was a hilarious sight to witness, a wild predator being outsmarted by a tiny skunk. Though it might have been frustrating for the wolf, it's always incredible to see how nature has equipped each animal with unique ways to survive and defend itself. So next time you see a skunk, be careful. They can be pretty feisty. Safari faux figure. A weird scene was recorded by a tourist while roaming through a safari. In the video, many people were seen holding on to the tall tree. Their facial expressions were somewhat unpleasant, as if they were in real danger and frightened by something. And below them were a bunch of deadly animals waiting for them to climb down. The rhinoceros, lions, and hyenas were all staring at the group of people with drooling faces, as if they were all waiting for their scrumptious feast. However, this wasn't real at all. It was just a faux and staged figure, solely for the entertainment purposes of tourists. Pigeons escape. In a thrilling feathered encounter, a courageous pigeon found itself in the wrong location at the wrong time. A fearless trespass into a falcon's nest. The falcon swiftly seized the pigeon by the neck as soon as it approached, forcing him from the nest. The falcon turned the pigeon over on the edge of a nearby building and proceeded to pluck each feather individually in a show of dominance. But the pigeon was able to wriggle free and get out of the falcon's clutches. After that, the falcon went back to her nest to continue watching her eggs until they hatched. This video demonstrates the ferocious rivalry and territorial tendencies of raptors. They do not tolerate outsiders in their domain, and the dominant bird will avenge them. Close escape. A typical feeding at the zoo escalated into a violent fight between a fearless caretaker and a furious hippopotamus in a heart-stopping scene. The hippo unexpectedly turned violent as the attendant entered its cage to give its regular dinner. The generally gentle hippo suddenly snapped, taking the attendant by surprise. The caretaker ran for the tight escape, dodging the hippo's potent attack rapidly. It was a contest between strength and time. Amazingly, the man managed to slip through the narrow space just in time to avoid the furious creature's vengeance. The incident left everyone in awe of the caretaker's quick thinking and the unpredictable nature of the animal kingdom, reminding everyone of the raw power and unpredictability within the confines of a zoo. A fierce battle. A quiet and peaceful place turned into a fierce battlefield, all thanks to two ginormous hippos fighting with each other with all their might. The video was recorded by one of the many spectators who were thrilled to witness such a dangerous sight. It all started with two colossal hippos attacking one another with their full might. Their jaws were wide open, pointed teeth colliding to break each other's jaw. The atmosphere was filled with intense noises made by angry hippos. The observers were standing in profound silence. Thus, the whole place was echoing with this daring encounter. Their jaws closed for a good minute, only to open again with full force as they sprinted towards each other like two savages. This brutal fight would have been a real show for the spectators, but it was pretty dangerous for the safety of animals as the hippos could get themselves killed. Vegetarian Cobra. This captivating video shows a snake eating a whole egg in one sitting. The snake can be seen in the footage creeping towards the egg, placed just in front of it, and then opening its jaws to consume the whole thing. It is remarkable to see how well the snake can swallow such a big object as an egg. The egg, so delicate in comparison, vanishes in the curves of the snake's grip. The fantastic way the snake's body expands as it swallows the egg highlights the cobra's extraordinary flexibility. The video showcases the cobra's remarkable hunting abilities and offers a rare look at its eating habits. Upside down elephant. Have you ever seen a giant elephant performing spellbinding stunts? This video showcases the remarkable ability of a big elephant to turn upside down on its master's command. The video began with the elephant bathing in a well-accommodating cage by a long hose. Meanwhile, a woman can be seen demonstrating the remarkable abilities of this colossal elephant.
Street poses and warrior poses, all of these things are basic poses.
And upon proper notion, the elephant took a daring step. It rolled over its front feet and stood on its trunk upside down while its lower body remained levitating in the air.
And when you do that, you can always...
This trick received a lot of appreciation and applause from the spectators, as it was a once-in-a-lifetime experience. The colossal elk. Animals can turn wild in no time. For instance, in this video, a man in the middle of a vast safari tried to take a picture of a giant elk who got fierce in no time. The video started with an elk sitting in the peaceful commodity of the jungle when a man trespassed on it. The beauty of the giant elk caught his attention, and he tried to capture its magnificence. The elk got alarmed and stood in all its glory before the man. The man could only get a few pictures when the things turned sore. The elk leaped onto the man with a sudden thrust. The man quickly lied on the ground to protect himself from this unannounced attack. This fortunate act saved his life from the wrath of the colossal elk. Falcon's head. In a breathtaking demonstration of nature's engineering miracle, a guy impresses onlookers by demonstrating the amazing falcon's ability to maintain its equilibrium. The man holds the wonderful bird with such skill while moving its body in different ways. The falcon's body moves, but its head stays astonishingly still, focused on one spot. This performance emphasizes the falcon's extraordinary agility and balance, perfected over years of evolution and adaptation for flawless flying movements. The audience watches in astonishment as the bird's body gracefully sways, yet its focus remains fixed. It's a monument to nature's remarkable mastery, with viewers captivated by the falcon's steadfast gaze amid the motion of movement. Painful disparities. The world is full of cruel disparities. For instance, in this video, a harsh reality strikes straight into our faces when a cute puppy glances from his car window over a street dog sitting at the side of the road, turning it into a helpless situation. Imagine a dog receiving all the love from its owners traveling in cars, while another dog gets all the hate and stones from people sitting on the side of the road. The video encompasses the hurtful tragedies all around us, showcasing the brutal reality of the world where two animals are treated differently depending on their breeds. Grizzly bears attack. This video will send chills down your spine. In broad daylight, a family set out on a venture to a safari park. Driving around the safari, they came across this cute, not-so-big brown bear walking beside their car. The man, out of curiosity and humbleness, tried to feed the grizzly bear a pretzel. You would think it a sweet gesture, but here things took a wild turn. The untamed grizzly bear, to eat the pretzel, attacked the man's hand with its jaws wide open. However, the car ride saved the day for him as the man quickly plunged his hand out of reach of the man, and they quickly drove away. Bear chase in snow. In a snowy place, a snowboarder was singing a beautiful song. She was busy doing her own stuff. She didn't know a bear was following her. The snow and sky were quiet. She glided on her board, leaving marks in the snow. The bear, like a ghost, silently chased her. Her song mixed with the cold wind, and she danced like a ghost. The trees watched. A video showed her happy, but the bear chasing. It felt like time was waiting for something unexpected. If she knew, maybe her song would change. She didn't know the bear behind her. This moment in the snow stays a mystery in the video, waiting for someone to understand. Nobody knew why that bear was following her and what was his purpose. The bear might cause her harm. It was really a mysterious scene. Bears play with ice. The camera captured a breathtaking video of a light brown polar bear in the snowy land. It was playing with people like they were friends. A man was throwing snowballs and the bear loved it. It acted just like little human babies having so much fun. The bear sat on the ice looking super happy. The sight was so amazing and rare that it left everyone super surprised. Seeing a bear like this was a once-in-a-lifetime thing. It felt like a dream, but it was real. Imagine a big fluffy bear covered in snow playing with people like they were its pals. It was so cool, and the video made it even cooler. Nature can be full of surprises, and this was definitely one of them. The hippos try to escape. In a calm zoo, a security guard set up himself face to face with an untamed animal. It was not a captain or a bear, but an unforeseen meddler, a massive, disagreeable hippo. The security guard's heart fought as he stumbled upon the astonishing sight of a hippo making an adventurous attempt to escape its court. With fear surging through his manners, he realized he had to act snappily. He danced towards the court gate, a fence between the dangerous beast and the peaceful world outdoors. With beating hands, he fumbled for his walkie, silent, calling for backup. The distant chirp of steps could be heard, growing closer by the alternate. Drops of sweat dropped down his brow as he tried to lock the gate. The hippo, a force of nature, strained against the hedge, demonstrating immense strength. The seconds ticked down like hours, and the guard's determination was tested to its limits. He knew that heading off the hippo's escape was a matter of life and death. Man and Crocodile. In broad daylight by the edge of a river, something eerie happened. A video showed a man who didn't seem to realize the danger around him. He was playing a dangerous game with a crocodile, putting his hand very close to the crocodile's open mouth. People watching from the shadows held their breath, sensing a disaster. The man, however, was not aware of the threat and continued his risky act. The crocodile, an ancient creature driven by primal instincts, was looking dangerous. Suddenly, it struck like bait itself, snapping its powerful jaws around the man's hand.
Oh my god, baby.
It's fine.
This shocking moment sent shivers down the spines of those watching. The man's face filled with shock as the crocodile's jaws trapped his hand, sealing his fate. Panic overwhelmed him as he struggled to break free from the crocodile's relentless grip.
He's not hurting me. He's okay. Hurry up, Linus.
The tension in the air was intense, and the river surface reflected the danger. Just as suddenly as it all began, the video ended, leaving many questions unanswered. The man's destiny hung in the balance, hidden in mystery. People wondered, did he escape the crocodile's grasp, or did he become another victim of the river's enigmatic secrets? The river held its secrets, leaving the truth concealed in the shadows where mysteries are born and legends take shape. Huge bear. In a dark forest where the moon barely lit the way, a camera saw something really scary. It was nighttime, and a huge and terrifying black bear showed up. This bear was different, not like the usual ones. It looked evil and massive. The camera took pictures, and you could see the bear clearly. It was so big that it seemed unreal, and it created spooky shadows in the dark. The bear's breath looked like a ghostly mist, and the forest was eerily quiet. Its fur was black and bristly like a demon's, and its eyes seemed wicked. The bear lowered its head to the ground and seemed to absorb fear from the earth. The ground trembled as if in fear, and even the trees shivered. The bear's growls filled the air with a strange, scary feeling. No one knew what this bear wanted. It moved like a ghost, and its actions were sinister. Its existence in this horrifying place was a sign of something very wrong. If anyone stumbled upon this nighttime, they'd face something beyond understanding. Those unlucky enough to meet it, even by accident, would feel a terror so deep that their souls would fade away, leaving only a scary, empty shell. In the forest's darkest corners, the bear continued to spread fear, and its shadow haunted the land forever. Forced breakfast with giant dog. On a sunny day, a family went to a green forest for an adventure. They recorded it in a video, and it showed how happy they were with their big pet dog. They all sat at a wooden table in the forest, and the sun made their faces glow. It was a beautiful scene like something from a picture. You could feel the peacefulness in the air, but what was most special was their huge black dog.
What the f is happening right now?
Sean, hit your cigar.
He sat with them looking very loyal and loving. He was like part of their family. Whenever they laughed, the dog wagged his tail happily and had shining eyes. They had breakfast, and everyone shared bread with butter. The dog patiently waited for his share. They fed him with care, like a parent feeding a child.
Oh my god.
He's making her a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
It was touching to see the close bond between the people and their furry friend. The happiness in that moment was clear, laughter mixed with the dog's happy panting.
But he's not a dog.
It felt like the forest gave them a special place to be together. Their family connection, lit up by the sun, was wonderful. Their big dog was a star, and the video went on. The dog really enjoyed his food. He ate the bread and butter with so much joy, and he moved happily. It was a beautiful mix of love, laughter, and togetherness, with the forest as a backdrop. At that time, you couldn't help but smile and admire the love between a family and their extraordinary pet, all under the sun's warm rays. Falcon attacking goose. In a big empty desert with long shadows from the sun, something strange happened. A video happened in the daylight secret showed a tough and wild side of nature. It felt like the desert and the sun were telling a mysterious story together. In this hot and lonely place, the video showed a powerful bird, a falcon hunting an innocent victim. A lonely goose with its white feathers standing out in the empty land sat quietly. The falcon, like a ghost, would dive down now and then, moving quickly and perfectly to catch the goose. Each attack was fast and didn't show any mercy, making the goose's life hard. While the video played, everything got really quiet. It felt like the lonely desert was hearing the goose's silent cries for help. The goose, a symbol of being weak, had to deal with a tough predator. Nature's cruelty decided what would happen in this strange daytime story. People watching this video couldn't help but feel scared. It reminded them of how tough and unforgiving nature can be. In the end, the goose, the sad character in this strange story, lost to its enemy. It fell to the hard ground, defeated and helpless. This video from the desert's harsh world told a story of survival and the wild side of nature. It made it hard to see who was the hunter and who was the hunted. The memory of this mystery stayed in people's minds long after the video ended.
Demon caught on cam. In the deep, dark night, beneath a sky without a single gleaming moon, a brave person's camera captured something eerie. The lens revealed a scary shadow, a creature that looked like a demon with a twisted and terrifying shape, chasing after a frightened deer. The camera's gentle light unveiled this bone-chilling pursuit, with the deer desperately leaping away and the demon's horrifying form creating a scene of pure terror. The footage left everyone who saw it shaken, a chilling reminder that the night hides secrets we can barely understand. It was a moonless night, the kind where darkness blankets everything and the stars twinkle as the only source of light. In this inky blackness, a fearless soul's camera managed to capture something truly unsettling. The lens unveiled a sinister shadow, a figure that seemed like a demon, its grotesque shape and relentless pursuit of a startled deer. The camera's soft light exposed this icy chase, with the deer's frantic leaps and the ghastly form of the demon creating a scene straight out of a nightmare. The footage left all who watched it in shock, a haunting testament to the mysteries concealed in the depths of the night.
Lion and crocodile. In a dark, hidden part of the forest, something secret and strange happened. A video camera recorded a spooky dance between two powerful animals, a lion and a crocodile. They were fighting over a piece of food. The shadows of these animals looked spooky against the green background. The lion was like a king getting ready to pounce with hungry eyes. On the other side, the crocodile was like a scary monster waiting for its turn. The food they fought over was just a small piece, but it seemed really important to them. The lion roared loudly and pulled on the food, showing how much he wanted it. The crocodile, even though it usually lives in the water, used its strong jaws to hold onto the food, looking dangerous. The fight continued and it was hard to tell who would win. The whole forest was very quiet, like it was watching this strange battle. Even the trees and birds seemed to be holding their breath, as if they were in awe of this mysterious moment. The bushes in the forest seemed to have secrets from a very long time ago. The darkness of the night made the scene even more eerie and fascinating. It was a moment where the wild and the mysterious mixed, showing us a side of nature that we don't often get to see. Tiger eating meal. In a cage, a fierce lion was caught on camera having its meal. The lion seemed quite angry and wild. It was given a whole chicken and it began eating it hungrily. The way that it ate the chicken was eerie, as it took big bites and devoured it whole. The mysterious sight of the lion devouring the chicken made the scene even scarier. The lion's fierce hunger and the way it ripped into the chicken added to the creepiness of the moment. It was as if the lion was a ravenous beast, showing its primal instincts as it tore into its meal. The video captured this eerie and unsettling scene, leaving a chilling impression. Eagle's attack. A camera saw something strange. It was a big bird called an eagle attacking a wild goat. The goats were eating grass in a field. Then the huge eagle came down from the mountain and went after one of the black goats. The goat fought back, but the eagle didn't let go of its neck. The goat was hurt and fell off the mountain many times while trying to protect itself. The eagle never left the goat. This mysterious and curious event was caught on camera, and it made everyone very surprised. People's eyes got wide, and they couldn't believe what they were seeing. It was a very strange and shocking thing to watch. Mysterious deer. In a quiet park during the day, a strange and puzzling event unfolded in a video. A big deer looking strong and motherly stood with her little baby. Nearby, a cat watched with its curious cat eyes, and a pet dog relaxed farther away, unaware of the strange thing happening. Suddenly, without warning, the deer ran towards the dog, attacking it with wild and uncontrolled aggression. The dog had no idea what was going on and couldn't defend itself. Just as unexpectedly, the deer shifted her attention to the cat. She chased the cat, but the cat was quick and managed to escape. The deer continued to pursue the cat into the bushes. The reason behind this mysterious behavior remained a secret, hidden in the deer's intentions. Was it about protecting her baby, marking her territory, or something even more puzzling? People who saw the video were left with more questions than answers, wondering about the mysteries of the natural world. It was indeed a very strange and mysterious scene that will be remembered for a long time. Lion attacking a man. In the zoo, something strange happened. It was a normal day, but there was a weird feeling in the air. There was a big male lion, and the zookeeper couldn't stop staring at him. The lion felt annoyed and suddenly attacked the zookeeper, surprising everyone. A lioness, probably the male lion's partner, jumped in to stop the fight. She was strong and determined. Her presence calmed things down. It showed their strong bond as a lion couple. People who were watching didn't understand what made the lion so angry. They wondered if the zookeeper's constant staring upset him, or if there were other hidden reasons. Once the chaos ended, the zookeeper was taken to safety. The mystery of why the lion got so mad remained unsolved, hidden in the wild look of the lion's eyes. Forest puppy dog. Once upon a time, in a thick forest far from the working town, a man embarked on a sole trip. With nothing but a pack and a camera, he ventured deep into nature. As he wandered through the towering trees, the sun filtered through the leaves, casting dancing murk on the forest bottom. In his hunt to capture the natural beauty of the forest, the man stumbled upon a mysterious delve hidden amidst the rocks and leafage. Curiosity excited, he cautiously came up the dark entrance. What he discovered inside left him amazed and filled his heart with warmth. There, cuddled in the cave, was a forest puppy dog.
Ow, come here, let me be friends. Come here, little coyote.
Its light fur, a mesmerizing blend of earthy browns and rich flora. The man could not believe his luck as the puppy dog switched its tail and cuddled his hand with uncontainable love.
Let me pet you, little coyote. Let me pet you, coyote. Hey.
With his camera in hand, he recorded the captivating moment, ever landing the bond between man and forest puppy dog in the heart of the wild. Chased by a bear. Once upon a time, there was his family who decided to have a delightful day out on their motorboat. The sun was shining, the lake was calm, and they were having a blast. They were laughing, playing, and feeling on top of the world. But also, out of the blue, effects took a wild turn. As they sped across the water, they noticed commodity big and furry lumbering toward them. It was a bear. This bear appeared to have a taste for adventure, or perhaps just a need for speed because it was chasing them. Fear set in as they provoke up their machine, trying to outpace the bear. The bear, settled and determined, kept coming, getting nearer and nearer. The family was in full adrenaline mode, hearts pounding, and they contended for safety. Ultimately, they managed to outthink the bear and reach the safety of the support, laughing nervously about the bear's need for speed. It was an adventure they'd no way forget, and they decided that coming time they'd stick to safer waters. The ants and the sneaky snake. Once upon a time, in a quiet corner of the arena, being enough unusually came off. A sneaky snake, likely lost and looking for a snack, crawled right into the home of some hard-working ants. You can imagine the shock on those little ants' faces when they saw this long snake. The snake, not knowing where it was, whizzed and swirled its body around, making the ants fear. They scurried then and there, trying to figure out what to do. But these ants were not bones to give up fluently. They huddled together and formed a little ant army, and you wouldn't believe how they worked together to face the meddler. They nipped at the snake's scales, throwing off and annoying it. With their cooperation, they managed to drive the snake down. And they cheered in itty-bitty ant voices as their home was safe again. And that is the story of how a bunch of fearless ants defended their home from an unanticipated snake visit. Leopard's Feast. In the heart of the wild one sunny day, a sneaky bloodsucker hunted through the thick emerald forest. It had keen eyes, sharp claws, and a spotted fur that helped it blend into the spotted gloom. The critter's empty belly roared, encouraging it to find food. With quiet and careful way, the cat stalked its prey, its muscles curled like springs ready to hurtle. And in one fast move, it bounded, its claws sharp as daggers, and clamped onto its mess. As the leopard prowled, it spotted a juicy morsel hard, a full unknowing prey. Its eyes lit up with hunger with a nippy, graceful movement. The leopard crept closer, every muscle in its body curled like a spring. The leopard attacked. It bounded onto a sturdy tree, its claws digging into the bark, and began a skillful climb. The prey limped and jerked in the bloodsucker's grasp, but the leopard's grip was unyielding. The tree's branches swayed and creaked under their weight. Eventually, the leopard reached a secure perch, high above the timber bottom, flavoring its well-earned mess with a palmy grin. Hungry monkey babies. The camera captured a spooky sight of two little monkeys all drenched and tiny. In the daytime, these little monkey babies were so small, and they were shaking because of the cold. They were really hungry and trying hard to find something to eat. Then a kind man came and gave them some milk in a feeder. They drank it up like they hadn't eaten for days. They seemed incredibly hungry. It was quite a surprising scene. Seeing these shivering, wet monkeys suddenly getting a warm meal, it made you wonder how they survived out there in the cold. But at that moment, they were just happy to have something to eat and get warm. It was a heartwarming sight for sure. Big cats. Once upon a time in the wild heart of the jungle, a rubbed and strong animal prowled quietly under the dappled shade of the trees. It had a fur of spotted gold like the sun's soft beams dancing on the forest bottom. This slippery hunter was part of the big cat family, but just like its lower relatives, it still carried the heart of a cat. With eyes sharp as emeralds, it stalked through the green, each muscle curled and ready to hurtle.
Scared him off, David.
In its movements, it was as graceful and nimble as any house cat, despite its large size. A branch barked under its sneaky way, a memorial that indeed the powerful leopard was, deep down, still a cat at heart. As the sun dipped below the horizon, this nimble hunter's majestic form flew into the gloom, a memorial of the wild and untamed beauty of the big pussycats, who, like their lower kins, always maintain that sportful and mysterious spirit of a cat. Moments before and after tsunami. Moments before the chaos struck, the sun was setting, casting a warm blaze over the quiet road. People burst about, gabbling, laughing, and going out their day-to-day routines. Children played near the sidewalk, their innocent laughs filling the air. Everything sounded so normal, so peaceful. But also it came down. The skies darkened and rain began to pour. Suddenly, water started rushing down the road, fleetly growing into a raging flood. Fear swept over the faces of the people as they tried to escape. Desperately looking for advanced ground. It was like an agony unfolding before their eyes. The CCTV cameras captured this intimidating scene. The water engulfing buses, homes, and shops. People clinged to anything they could find, fighting to stay round. The road converted into a dangerous swash. After the flood tide, the formerly vibrant road had turned into a muddy wasteland. Broken debris, pulled trees, and muddled effects were scattered far and wide. The community was left in shock, coming together to help one another in the fate, showing the adaptability of the mortal spirit in the face of such a destructive event. Wild Dog and the Leopard. In the core of the wild and thick forest, a wily leopard prowled quietly among the dark. His lustrous fur allowed him to blend into the surroundings, making him nearly unnoticeable. His golden eyes lustered with a fierce determination as they fixed upon a lone doggy, ignorant and innocent. The leopard's muscles curled like leaps as he prepared for the search. His heart contended with expectation as he inched near his target. The doggy, swishing his tail happily, smelled the ground and played with leaves, fully unconscious to the risk slipping hard. The leopard, now just a whisker down from his prey, huddled low, ready to hurtle. His heart pounded, and time sounded to stand still. He was about to launch into action, hoping to catch the canine by surprise and satisfying his empty belly. The forest held its breath, staying for the certain moment of the leopard's quick and silent attack.
Fearless bear. In the midst of a bright and sunny day, deep within the dark woods, something truly mysterious unfolded before the watchful eye of a trail camera. What happened on the recording was none other than a majestic and enigmatic black bear, but with a twist. It bore a lustrous coat of brown fur. There it was, strolling leisurely through the woods, cradling a bundle of bushes in its mighty jaws, perhaps a simple meal for the day. The sight was nothing short of captivating, as if the bear had decided to embark on a curious adventure, unhurried and seemingly without any particular destination in mind. Bears, we often think of as endearingly cute creatures, but in that fleeting moment, one couldn't help but be reminded of their untamed nature. For when hunger or anger strikes, these seemingly gentle giants can transform into formidable forces of the wild. A stark contrast of the tranquil scene that unfolded in the dappled sunlight of the woods that day. It served as a powerful reminder that even in the most unexpected of moments, the natural world can reveal its eerie and fascinating mysteries, leaving us in awe of the untamed beauty that resides just beyond our everyday lives.
A black bear. Once upon a time, on a chilly layoff day, a group of walkers adventured into a snowy forest. They were whisked up in warm jackets, scarves, and lids, heated for an adventure in the white nature. As they stumbled along the trail, their steps left crisp imprints in the deep snow. The timber was silent, except for the gentle tail of the wind and the occasional chirruping of a distant hoot. Everything was covered in a mask of pure, glimmering snow. As they rounded a corner, they were met with an unforeseen sight of a big black bear. With its thick fur huddled in the snow, apparently taking a nap, the walkers sat, not wanting to disturb the peaceful bear. They rumored to each other, still about facing their way to keep their distance. They watched in admiration as the bear continued to snooze in the serene, snowy forest, a moment they would adore forever. Ultimately, they left the bear calm, continuing their hike with a newfound respect for the wild beauty of the downtime woods. The hungry dragon's meal. In a wild land where the sun always shines, a big-scaled monster with sharp teeth lived. This monster was known as a Komodo dragon, and it was always empty. One day, a small innocent baby scapegoat wandered into the dragon's home. The baby scapegoat was curious, with a soft white fur and a flare in its eyes. The dragon saw the baby scapegoat and slow approached it, its eyes fixed on the little animal. With an unforeseen jab, the dragon snapped its jaws shut, catching the baby scapegoat in its important grip. The scapegoat pulled in fear, but it was too late. The dragon's teeth were like blades, and it began to devour the helpless scapegoat. As the sun set, the dragon satisfied its hunger, leaving only many erratic bones behind. It had set up its mess, and the baby scapegoat's adventure had come to a sad and early end in the jaws of the fearful Komodo dragon. Tsunami wave in the ocean. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm orange flare over the tranquil ocean, a man stood on the stay with his camera, ignorant of the oncoming chaos. The ocean stretched out before him, its measured swells calming him into a false sense of calm. But also, in the distance, a creepy grumble echoed through the water. The man's camera was trained on the horizon, landing the scene before him. As he felt an inexplainable pressure in the air, the calm waters began to jiggle, and a deformed wall of water surfaced from the depths, towering over everything in its way. In that alarming moment, the public appeared to firm as the first wave of the sea surged forward, an unbeatable force of nature. The man's camera continued to roll, landing the heart-stopping spectacle of the ocean's harpy released. The wave crashed with a determined roar, a dreadful memorial of nature's wonderful power, leaving destruction in its wake. The man's lens had unwittingly witnessed the anger of the ocean. Thank you for coming along on this daring adventure with us. Subscribe to our channel if you want more spine-chilling stories and hair-raising encounters. We're always going into the deepest recesses to bring you the most intriguing and terrifying video ever captured on camera. And remember to set that notification bell to ensure you get all the updates on our fascinating adventures.
Oh.
Let's embark on a journey to the dangerous world of the animal kingdom, where the phrase survival of the fittest truly applies. We explore the most dramatic, intriguing, and lethal interactions between wild animals today. Prepare to be amazed by the sheer force of nature, its never-ending wrath, and its incredible survival tactics as you witness everything from the violent conflicts found deep in the thick forest to the freezing tundras of the Arctic. Roland, largest sea elephant. It is a video of the largest sea elephant, Roland, from 1931. The man in the video pats Roland very politely. Roland keeps his head out of the water as the man feeds him food, which is most likely to be a fish. The man moves Roland to another location. Roland gets into the water and swims for a little while. The man calls him out to feed him. Roland gets out of the water and stands with the man in the video. He feeds him and pats him on his face very gently. Roland gets to the ground and makes some noise. Survival of the swiftest. Buckle up your seatbelts because you'll witness one of the most daunting encounters between a wild beast and its alleged prey. The video began with a leopard tightrope walking over a tall tree in the forest. The leopard seemed confused and a bit scared as the mighty beast was surrounded by a group of wild pigs waiting to attack him. The pigs kept circling around the sheltered tree, hoping for the tiger to stroll down into their trap. You would not believe it, but the predator did crawl down, not to get himself attacked, but to pick his dinner among the litter of pigs. The young piglet was caught in no time and was carried all the way to the top of the tree, leaving no time to spare for the pigs to even fight back. Chimpanzee last moments. The camera caught something mysterious and heart-touching. It was a very affecting video. It was a scene of a chimpanzee that was on her last breaths. It was a very sad moment taped by the camera. The chimpanzee was reuniting with its caretaker. The chimp was lying and its caretaker was rubbing its back. It seemed like that he was loving the chimp. He also gives the chimp to eat something. It was lying by closing its eyes. It suddenly opens its eyes to see its caretaker. Both the chimp and the caretaker were sad about it. The air was truly filled with sorrow and misery. The chimp was trying to hold close the man, it also rubbing its hand on the caretaker. Touching his face and holding the hand of caretaker seemed like that it was very sad on leaving him. It was a very deep, heart-touching misery mystery. The atmosphere was held up with sorrow. The man was also sad about it. It made all the people sad and utterly worried after seeing this. Adorable danger. Sometimes animals can give you a hard time, and peaceful situations can take the worst turns. A similar video is circulating over the internet in which a woman was sitting comfortably at her front door porch when a group of cute raccoons came wandering down her alley. Raccoons are generally considered adorable and almost harmless. Yes, almost harmless. They started sniffing around the woman, mesmerized by their innocence. The woman began taking pictures of them. Soon, the woman got comfortable with these wild raccoons and started gesturing one of them towards herself. And at this point, things got out of control when the raccoon bit her finger, forcing her to drop everything and run inside her home. That's why it is advised, guys, not to get close to these wild animals, as you can catch rabies if you aren't vaccinated.
No! Oh my god. Okay.
Peculiar sights.
Yo, this isn't good. This isn't good.
Have you ever thought about renovating your house? Renovation might give your home an upgrade, but are you aware of underlying mysteries and dangers hidden behind the closed cemented walls, dilapidated leaking rooftops, and your basement could be a perfect place for such unwanted creatures? A similar incident took place when a reconstruction guy found something peculiar, almost out of this world while renovating a house. The video began with a man recording the hidden area lying underneath the rooftop. It was an old, worn-out place, as if it hadn't been in use for a long time. And to our astonishment, two unknown guests had captured this place all by themselves. These creatures looked like an owl by face, but their four limbs had something else to say. These creatures looked like aliens, unlike anything from the real world. However, the mystery lies in whether this discovery of such eerie creatures was real or another fake publicity stunt.
Yo, look at that. What is that?
Leopard's Feast. Let us dive into the daring encounters of wildlife where anything can be preyed upon within a period. In one similar instance, a leopard was seen attacking an animal close to its own size. The leopard made no mistake hunting down the giant animal. It struck an adult capybara from behind the bushes, grasped it tightly by its sharp-pointed canines, and kept attacking him until the poor soul was lifeless. The capybara did try to fight off this vicious beast, but in the end, one had to be prey to someone, and it was Leopard's day to feast on this poor creature. Woodpecker in hot waters. Remember guys, on your bad days, even the things you're good at might give you a headache and can lead you into hot waters. In this video, a bird can be seen stuck in the tree by its beak, and you know what's surprising? This is no ordinary bird. It's the famous woodpecker who somehow got its beak plunged forcefully into the tree's bark. Woodpeckers are famous for drilling holes inside the bark of the tree with their incredible poking ability with their beak. But this poor soul might be going through a tough day. However, in no time, the bird was saved by a man. And then it flew away to poke some other trees. Man vs. Jaws. We have another thrilling video about these wild encounters, so you know that it is life-threatening to disturb these savage predators, as things could get sour very quickly. In this thrilling video, a man can be seen waddling the tail of an enormous crocodile. I don't know how he managed to go even near that ominous predator, let alone manhandling that giant tail. The fearless man didn't stop there. He patted that vicious crocodile, who could have swallowed the man in a single bite. A similar thing happened when the man started patting his back. The crocodile shifted his head, opened his mouth wide apart, and attacked the man. Luckily, the man managed to escape from the nerve-wracking situation. Slippery escape. Snakes are known to be one of the swiftest land dwellers who slither towards their prey in the blinking of the eye. Though it's easy to catch a snake if you're a pro and follow your guidelines. Sometimes even the tiniest snakes can give you a tough time. In this video, a man wrapped a collar around a small snake. The collar was made of wire to catch the snake. As the man tried to cover the trap around its neck, it disappeared into thin air, freeing himself from the shackles of wildlife hunters. Shooting star. Let me take you guys on a cool celestial journey under the starry night where dreams become reality and the heavenly bodies hug the earth at its horizon. This spectacular phenomenon was caught on camera at 11:57 p.m. when a shining and glazing streak occurred over the sky. It was not an ordinary shooting star, as the lightning streak it made was so bright almost like a firework. This beautiful sight was witnessed over Mount Waverly on a quiet night filled with darkness. This awe-inspiring sight of a meteor swimming gradually across the vast black sky, leaving behind its enormous fireworks, was enough to be completely mesmerized by these stellar objects. Wild encounter at Sea Park. Would you ever let your child go near a wild sea animal without proper caution and care? The answer should be no, as these fantastic creatures take no time to harm you and your children and can leave you with irreparable damage. The video presented a scene of an alleged sea-themed park having various shows and sea animals. In the video, a sea seal can be seen performing gestures while a man tries to mount his daughter on the seal's back. Everything seemed normal, a cute picture day for the little one. But soon, things took a vicious turn. The seal suddenly snapped back at the poor child, frightening her for the rest of her life. Though the parents were quick enough to pull back their child, this video provides evidence for the untamed nature of these animals, and they can be harmful if left unobserved. Polar bear in the wild. Imagine yourself going for a camping venture with your friends deep in the thick mountainous regions surrounded by a sky-high forest, only to meet a snowy beast for your welcome. A scary event, isn't it? The video showed a spectacular sight of this daunting creature, a polar bear. Draped in all-white fur moving briskly through the woods, the bear had a colossal statue, with its pointed paws leaving behind the imprints of his existence. It is quite a rare sight to witness polar bears or grizzly bears in the mountains, as they keep themselves hidden far from human company. But sometimes they do make appearances. Polar bears are fierce and very dangerous, but simultaneously they are a beautiful and rare sight. Camel's prickly palate. Have you ever wondered how camels eat prickly desert vegetation without getting sore mouths? It's all because of their incredibly hard palate. You know, camels have this peculiar feature that serves as a shield of protection at the top of their mouths. They can chew their food entirely without facing the risk of getting hurt because of their hard palate. Think of it as their lips' natural armor. Therefore, these hardy animals can consume harsh, thorny plants in the desert with ease and effectiveness. Camels have several exciting adaptations that help them survive in the harsh desert. This is only one of them. It's impressive how well nature equips its species for survival. A giant floating balloon.
That is a big animal.
Well, I was asking for an octopus.
Yeah.
You might have seen many octopuses floating across the ocean, spreading their tentacles around, but have you ever witnessed them performing tricks with their tentacles? One such spectacular video surfaced over the internet, capturing the beauty of a giant octopus at the very depth of the ocean. In the video, an unusual kind of octopus made its appearance. The octopus had an orange-colored body with long iridescent tentacles that were swaying freely in the ocean. The octopus was creating amazing patterns with tentacles, wrapping them around its body, stretching them across their length almost like a floating balloon with a giant head dancing in the depths of the ocean.
Yeah, he seems a little
That's fantastic.
unnerved.
I wish we could see the other end.
Oh my gosh.
Jungle Bridge Surprise. Walking through the mountains is a fun sport, but it can become even more exciting and dangerous if the forest residents come to welcome you. The video began with a family walking through a swinging bridge deep in the forest. They had their children along with them through this dangerous trail. Little did they know that this bridge was a swinging rope for the monkeys of this forest, and soon they were welcomed by a giant orangutan swinging through the rope bridge, passing like a gymnast from above their heads, adding more thrill to an already daunting journey.
Duck! Oh my goodness!
Nature's power play. Behold the cruel and captivating nature of the animal kingdom. Witness a fierce encounter where a baby bear is attacked out of nowhere by another bear, leaving it vulnerable and clueless. This is a stark reminder of the brutal and unrelenting realities of nature. But what's equally intriguing is the appearance of a third bear, watching the conflict from a distance. Whether a member of the same bear community or simply a bystander, the spectator observes the mighty power play with keen interest. It's a stark reminder of the circle of life, where harsh natural forces and survival instincts collide with brutal force and leave us unsettled.
Coming onto that territory. Oh no. Oh, I see it going.
The Tasmanian tiger. Have you seen the widely circulated colorized footage of the Tasmanian tiger? It's crazy. The thylacine, popularly known as the Tasmanian tiger, was declared extinct in 1936. But this film revives the species in a way that has never been seen colorized before. The thylacine can be seen in the video walking around a cage while showing its striped coat and strong jaw. It is much more intriguing due to the colorization, which highlights the animal's inherent beauty. Though it is painful to consider that we have lost such a magnificent animal, it also serves as a reminder of how technology may be used to bring the past to life. Haunted jaguar. The camera caught a very mysterious and haunted sight. The air was truly filled with enigma and uneasiness. The camera picked up the appearance of the jaguar in a river. There was a little part of dry area in the river where this haunted jaguar was standing. It was a very peculiar sight that happened here. This haunted jaguar was so wild that it seemed like it was standing here in search of the haunting. It was so wild, having black spots on all of its body. The peculiar sight is that there was also a crocodile near the jaguar. The jaguar suddenly caught the crocodile. It was yearning with the pain. It also tried to escape from the jaguar, but it caught the crocodile firmly. It dragged away the crocodile by passing from the sea. It grabbed it from its neck so its mouth was opened utterly. It was a very cryptic scene. At least the cruel jaguar dragged the crocodile to the dry land. Then, it tightly bites the crocodile's neck by its sharp teeth, and after a while, the crocodile was killed by the jaguar. It was a very haunted and eerie scene. This was a deep and great mystery that was captured by the camera in that river. Speedy cheetah. The camera had captured a mysterious sight. It was a cherished fact of nature. This was a scene of a cheetah that was so fast and speedy. It was known as the world's fastest land animal. Their claws work rather like studs on football boots for extra grip when sprinting, while their long tail acts as a rudder that helps them make sharp turns while chasing the prey. In this video, the camera recorded the appearance of the cheetah that was so fast it was looking for its prey that was a deer. It had a look on deer. The cheetah was run fast before the deer, then the deer ran to escape its life. The cheetah ran so fast it'd make a turn to caught it. The deer breath grew heavy, and its legs began to ache. The atmosphere was truly filled with enigma. It was a deep, suspicious mystery about the cheetah. It was not still revealed what happened with the anxious deer. Mysterious cage. The camera caught something very enigmatic and mysterious. The atmosphere was filled with uneasiness and fear. It was a scene of a man in a deep sea. It was in a glass cage. It dives into the sea to explore sea life. It was in the middle of the sea. The man was in the cage wearing a diving suit. Suddenly, a big shark appeared. It was hitting on the cage with heavy strength. The cage was juddering and the sea waves were forming. After a while, the glass cage was broken by a shark's head. It was a very menacing and cryptic scene. The man was toppled in the sea. He was very anxious and frightened. It swims very fast to save his life. It struggles to swim very fast. The shark was moved before the man. It was a deep and dangerous mystery taped by the camera. It was still not found out what happened to the man next. This was not revealed yet. Cryptic gorilla. The camera had recorded a mysterious and charry act. The atmosphere was filled with amaze. It was a scene of some gorillas that were present in the farms. They were grazing. There were also 2 gorilla babies. On one side, one gorilla that was standing with its baby. The baby climbed up its back, and then mother gorilla and baby was walking away. Suddenly, another gorilla that was present here attacks the mother gorilla. It attacks the mother gorilla for no reason. They started fighting with each other. They rolled up on each other. Then, after a while, a big gorilla came here and stopped their fight. It stopped their fight by catching up the gorilla. The baby and mother gorilla were moved from there. It was a deep mystery how that responsible gorilla stopped the fight between its mates. It was really astonishing. Paranormal crocodile. The camera caught a peculiar and mysterious sight. The atmosphere is filled with mystery and enigma. In a river, there was a tree that had fallen here. There was an alligator that was practicing its death roll. Death roll basically was a technique where they rapidly spin their bodies while holding on to prey. This was a very weird and creepy scene. This rotational movement helped that crocodile to cut up and tear apart the prey by exerting tremendous forces like that, usually of a large prey. The death roll was believed to be effective for the crocodile to consume their prey. It was actually a rapid rotation of the longitudinal axis of the body. This scene gave uneasy vibes to the operator. The crocodile was looking very mysterious and cryptic. It was the deepest mystery ever. Everyone had a look on this crocodile which made everyone suspicious and eerie. Silent animal attacks revealed. In the wild, there are hidden stories of animals surviving in mysterious ways. There was a video that showed these secret battles of nature. It was a bit scary and revealed how animals quietly attack others to stay alive. The video had different parts, each showing a different way animals hunt quietly and without warning. Animals like deer, tigers, zebras, and even cats were featured. In one part, a deer was drinking from a calm river, but a sneaky crocodile was there underwater waiting patiently. Suddenly, it appeared and grabbed the deer, showing how nature can be cruel. In another part, a tiger stalked a zebra silently. The normal sounds of the wild were hushed as the tiger pounced on its prey, teaching us how fast and quiet these attacks can be. Even small cats were not spared from this video. It showed how they can be secretly aggressive, proving that even cute pets have wild instincts. This video is not for those easily scared. It gave a glimpse into the hidden side of nature where life and death are always close. It's a place where quietness often means danger, and the line between the hunter and the hunted can be very blurry. In this mysterious world, survival is all that matters. Lightning frog. Once upon a time in the land of everyday life where things are usually quite ordinary, something strange happened. A camera recorded something mysterious that left people really confused and amazed. The video started by showing a regular door, like the ones we see every day. But as the camera moved down, it revealed a frog. This was no normal frog. Its body, which is usually green and brown, was shining brightly. It looked like it had swallowed something very unusual, making its body light up. People had all sorts of ideas about why this frog was so strange. Some thought it had eaten something weird, while others wondered if it was born this way. But no one had a definite answer. The video of this glowing frog spread all over the internet, and it made everyone curious. Some believed it was a spectral sign from nature, a reminder that there's still magic in our world. Others were just amazed at how beautiful and strange this frog was, but the frog story remained a mystery. No one knew where it came from or why it looked like that. So the glowing frog became a legend, a mystery that reminds us that in our everyday lives, there can still be extraordinary things that surprise and brighten our days. Eagle's smooth river attack. The video showed a beautiful eagle. It flew smoothly in the clear daytime sky above a river, surrounded by forests and mountains. The eagle landed in the river, grabbed a fish, and continued to fly. This moment was a mix of nature's beauty and the reality of how animals hunt for food. The eagle's flight were easy to watch. It glided through the sky effortlessly with its wide wings. As it got closer to the river, you could feel the excitement. It dived quickly, grabbed a shiny fish with its sharp claws, and showed us the circle of life. How animals need to catch prey to survive. This video reminded us that in nature, life and death are connected. The eagle's smooth attack was like a perfect dance of survival. It showed us the incredible world of nature. This moment when the eagle caught the fish made us appreciate how skilled and mysterious animals can be in the wild. It's a simple but powerful reminder of the wonders of the natural world. Mysterious monkey teasing scene. In the daytime, a camera showed a strange picture. It looked like a zoo. Inside, there were black monkeys with dark fur. They had mysterious eyes. A girl stood by the rusty cage of these monkeys. She seemed both interesting and a bit scary. She thought she was the boss of this unusual place. Her fingers teased the air, making the crowd watching her impatient. But trying to solve the secrets of the universe was a mistake. One of the monkeys got very angry. It grabbed the girl's hair quickly and tried to harm her. People standing around were shocked and scared. They realized that maybe humans shouldn't interfere with the hidden powers of the animal world. Quickly, they saved the girl from the monkey's grip. Her hair was messy and she was trembling, but she didn't seem to learn from her mistake. Once free, she went back to teasing the monkey. The black monkeys, however, didn't forget her actions. They both grabbed her hair even harder this time. It was like a strange dance of teasing and payback, a mysterious story of human curiosity and the secrets of all living beings. So, the camera captured a strange moment, where the mysteries of nature mixed with human foolishness, forever written in the story of the unknown. Mysterious lemurs in woods. In a calm forest with sunlight passing through the leaves, the camera saw something strange out of nowhere. Strange animals appeared. They looked like lemurs, but not the cute ones you'd expect. Each lemur was a mom carrying her babies on her back. They moved in a weird and graceful way, almost like a mysterious dance. What made them really strange were their creepy looks. They had bodies that were a mix of monkeys and lemurs. Their long, flexible arms and legs helped them move in a strange way through the woods. Their eyes were big and really spooky, like something from a scary dream. The peaceful forest suddenly felt tense. People watching wondered if these creatures meant harm or if they were just a unique part of the forest. As the camera kept recording, it left everyone with more questions than answers. These strange lemurs with their eerie appearance and strange movements were a big mystery. Nobody knew they could be dangerous or what secrets they held in the heart of the woods. Crocodile versus turtle. In a quiet, hidden place in the wild, a camera saw something strange. It was daytime and the landscape looked empty, like a painting made by fate. There by the water was a legendary creature, a crocodile with dark, hidden intentions in its eyes. In its mouth it held something unusual, a turtle with tough, ancient covering. The video showed a fight for survival, the crocodile's strong mouth holding onto the turtle's hard shell. It was a fight as old as the river, the never-ending struggle to stay alive under the hot sun. But something surprising happened. The turtle, strong-willed and tough, used its sturdy shell to its advantage. The turtle escaped from the crocodile's jaws. Free at last, the turtle started moving towards the river, heading for safety. This wasn't an ordinary battle. It was a sign of life's strength and the endless mysteries that make up our world. In the end, as the camera stayed on the mysterious scene, the true story of nature's hidden drama remained a secret. Mysterious zoo anteater enigma. In a hidden place like a secret world, a camera recorded something strange. It was like a zoo, but not like any zoo we know. This video showed a big anteater. It looked like it belonged there in that special place. In the video, it seemed like the anteater was eating something. But when you first looked at it, you might think its front leg was the face of another animal. It was puzzling and made people wonder what they were seeing. At first, you couldn't tell what creature it really was, but if you watched closely, you figured it out. The creature was actually an anteater, and its front leg was playing tricks with your eyes. It was a very strange video that kept you guessing. This video revealed mysteries in a hidden zoo, and it made people feel amazed. It showed how nature can be tricky and how we can be fooled by appearances. When it ended, it left us feeling fascinated and wondering about the secrets of our world. Mysterious rescue. In a cold, snowy place, 2 big bucks were stuck because their antlers got locked together. They tried really hard to get free. It was like they were doing a strange, dangerous dance in the frozen quiet. Then a person who takes care of the park showed up. Maybe the play between the bucks called him. He wore warm clothes and looked serious. He had a powerful tool with him, a gun. It made the story feel even more interesting and strange. This person moved slowly towards the bucks, careful not to scare them. He pointed his gun very carefully. Then there was a loud noise. It felt like time stopped. The noise echoed through the cold air. The surprise came next. The shot from the gun did something amazing. It cut the buck's antlers and they were free. The thing that trapped them was gone in a flash. The camera caught this special moment. The bucks, now free, jumped away like they just woke up from a dream. They ran deep into the snowy woods, happy and safe.
Unbelievable. Good shot.
This whole story was like a mix of nature's magic and human help. It will be remembered as a very mysterious and special moment. It showed that even in the wild, where everything is quiet and covered in snow, life and freedom are very precious, just like a delicate winter flower. Lion defended lioness. In the wilderness of a jungle, a herd of Cape buffaloes in all their glory and strength can be seen marching towards 2 lonely savages of the jungle. These 2 predators seemed lost as they were sauntering alone in these vast fields. Suddenly, the herd of mighty buffaloes started running towards the lions. But in an attempt to protect his partner, the lioness, he stood tall in front of these giant bulls and confronted them with all his force and strength. He carried on in the fierce battle with the utmost power and courage, defying all odds in order to protect his lioness, who wasn't harmed at all. In short, the lion successfully escaped this terror trap and marched away with his lioness. However, unfortunately, the herd of buffaloes can still be seen following the 2 animals. Cryptid alligator. The camera caught a peculiar and mysterious sight. The atmosphere was truly filled with enigma. It was really a fearable sight. It made everyone uneasy. This was a peculiar scene that had never happened before. The camera tape shows the appearance of an eerie alligator. It was kept in a cage in the zoo. Suddenly, the creepiest scene happened. The alligators attacked the zoo handler near it. It caught the man firmly by his hand. It pulled the zoo handler into the cage. This scene makes everyone anxious. The alligator caught the hand of a man very tightly. It was not leaving him. The man was trying to escape from the alligator's sharp teeth, but it was not leaving the man. The man in severe fear. Suddenly, another man jumped into the cage. It was actually a visitor here in the zoo. He left the man from the crocodile by lying on the alligator's back. The alligator was very curious and decrypted. The man hardly escaped the zoo handler. The crocodile was trying to kill the man, but it failed. It frightened all the people nearby, and then the man that rescued the zoo handler came out of the cage. The environment was fearable. Polar bear. The camera caught a mysterious sight. It happened at the North Pole. It was a very rare scene of a polar bear. There was snow freezing here and there on land. All the nature things were severely freeze, like trees, lakes, and roads. As the global temperature heats up, the snow ice is thinning by the day. The polar was moving smoothly from the snow ice. It was a white-colored polar bear. It was moving like it was crawling over the snow. Seemed like that it was enjoying the icing snow. This was a very wonderful scene. It makes the environment uneasy. This thinning of ice taught new ways to the polar bear that was looking so charming. This polar bear was enjoying the icing snow here so keenly. The air was filled with the pleasure and charm of the effects of nature. It was a deep mystery ever. It makes all the viewers and operators astonished and amazed. The polar bear was so amazing. It was a deep mystery that camera has taped that had never seen before. Hand feeding of shark. The camera picked up a cryptic sight. It was also very mysterious. That was recorded in the middle of the sea. Anyhow, there was a very peculiar sight that happened to some people that were on the ship. They were feeding the big monstrous shark by a fish. One of the men on the ship holding a fish in his hands. A big, huge shark came up from the depth of the sea. It was looking very dangerous and creepiest. It also had big, sharp teeth. It was jumping to eat the fish and hitting with the ship. The ship was shaking severely. However, the man holding a fish in his hand fed the big shark by putting the fish tail on the shark's mouth. It was eating the fish in a very cryptic way. The atmosphere was filled with fear. Suddenly, they pulled the fish up and saw that this dangerous shark ate the half fish. It was a deep, eerie mystery. The people on fish were so brave. The man fed the cryptic shark with his own hand, taking a bad risk. Terrifying praying mantis. It shows a bee and a praying mantis on a white wall that is white. The praying mantis has captured the bee tightly in its grip. The honeybee tries to escape the praying mantis but fails to do so. The praying mantis has a very firm grip on the bee, as it can be seen in the video. Some of the legs of the bee break due to its fight with the praying mantis. It shows how terrifying a praying mantis can be when it comes to capturing its food. The praying mantis holds the bee with both of his hands in a tight and firm grip and starts eating it from the middle. The bee tries its best till the end to escape, but does not succeed. The python snake attacking a deer. The video seems to have been shot on a highway where on the side of the road a python snake has captured a deer. The python has wrapped its body all around the deer with all its force. People try to save the deer from the python. They take a large branch from the tree and hit the python from a distance. They hit the python a few times until it lost its grip on the deer. The deer also tries to escape as the people hit the python. At last, the python leaves the deer and runs back from where it came from, and the deer runs in its opposite direction. Inside the wasp nest. The camera captured a cryptic sight. It was also very mysterious. One man took the risk of opening the nest of wasps. They were cutting it into 2 pieces. It was looking very peculiar that it was a big, dangerous risk to come near the nest. The people were utterly covered with the clothes. They also wore gloves on their hands. It was recorded in the dense forest. Anyhow, some bees were flying around their nest. The man started to cut it off from the center with a big knife. When he cut the nest, a very peculiar and mysterious scene happened. Inside the nest, a honeycomb appeared. There were many wisps around it. They were many large in number. It was a very natural scene of this honeycomb. The man had taken a big risk. There was also man-tiny holes in the honeycomb, where the honey was found. It was a very deep, greatest mystery. We have seen the honeycomb from very near. The wisps were flying near their comb. They were storing honey from the flowers. It was almost done. Raccoons attack the woman as they leave. The video shows that the raccoons get into the woman's house through the window. There were 3 of them. One is standing in the window and the other 2 are inside her house. The raccoon standing on the window tries to help his friends to climb up the window, but it seems to be terrified a little bit.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Whoop.
The girl raises the curtain so that the raccoons find it easy to escape. The raccoons think that she might hurt them, so they bite her.
Come on.
The second raccoon climbs out the window after a while of trying, while the third one is still inside her house. She helps it escape when she tries to close her window. One of the raccoons bite her. She realizes she made a mistake and gets away from the window.
No, go on. Go.
This is how best friends are created. The video is shot in a forest. We can see a monkey and a large lizard and birds at the back. The monkey jumps here and there and holds the lizard's tail and enjoys it while irritating it. The lizard runs from the monkey, but is unsuccessful. The monkey follows the lizard as it moves forward. This video is also related to how best friends are made. One of them is an introvert while the other one is an extrovert. This is a very common example of best friends, as one of the friends is loud while the other is not. Cryptic bear? In a zoo in China, something extraordinary happened that left everyone astonished. Imagine a bear, big and brown, usually seen on all fours, but this time, it stood up tall on its hind legs. This bear was enormous, nearly as close as your neighbor, and it peered out at the crowd through the safety grill. People from all around gathered, their eyes wide with amazement. This was no ordinary bear. It was special, a mystery never seen before. The excitement was palpable, as if a secret of nature had been revealed. Everyone held their breath, trying to take in this wondrous sight. The bear's eyes seemed to sparkle with curiosity as it survived the amazed onlookers. It was as if it wanted to share this moment with all who had come to witness its extraordinary feat. The zoo became a place of wonder, a memory etched in the hearts of those fortunate enough to be there. This event will be talked about for years to come, a story of a bear that stood tall and captured the hearts of all who beheld it. It was a day when the ordinary turned into something truly extraordinary, a day that will forever live in the memory of those who were lucky enough to witness it. Gorilla cycling. The camera had captured a scarce sight. It was also very mysterious. Beside the camera, the atmosphere was filled with enigma and suspense. It made all the viewers curious. The camera tapped the appearance of the giant gorilla. It was doing a mysterious act. It was cycling on a bicycle. That was so peculiar that the gorilla was on the bicycle. It was amazing and a little bit funny. It was riding the bicycle and totally engaged in it deeply. It was so fun for it. There was also one other gorilla that was seeing its mate on riding. Suddenly, this gorilla fell down from the bicycle. It fell down on the ground and made the gorilla upset. Then it do a particular act. It threw away this bicycle away on which it takes a ride. It was a very funny and also disappointed scene for the gorilla. It was the deepest mystery ever found. It was never seen before. No one had seen the gorilla on a bicycle before. It was astonished for all. The gorilla on the bicycle looked very funny, and it was keenly enjoying its ride, but soon it was interrupted. Cryptic mystery. The camera in Russia recorded a mysterious and cryptic act. It made everyone terrified and curious. The air was truly filled with enigma and many questions. In the middle of Russia, a mystery happened with the river. In a horrifying incident, a river in Russia had turned beetroot red. It happened after a major incident of contamination by a mystery pollutant. It was not known about this pollutant. The river was turned into beetroot red. It was a peculiar sight. The ducks refused to swim in that contaminated toxic water. It was looking very cryptic and eerie. Everyone was trying to find out what contamination was the cause of this decolorization. All the people were curious and suspicious about it. It was a deep mystery. I still haven't found out what had happened. It was an eerie mystery which was still unknown. All the people were refusing to swim in this toxic water. They were severely anxious about it. Mysterious Florida beach transformation. In Florida, a strange video appeared that made people wonder. It showed a man from Florida, but we didn't know who he was. He did something strange at the beach that caught everyone's attention. This guy used the sand as his canvas and started digging a not-so-obvious trench on the lovely Florida beach. At first, it looked really interesting. Imagine the sun painting the sky with pretty colors, and people watching this mysterious man working hard in the sand. People were laughing and having fun as they watched. They couldn't resist being curious about what this mysterious digger was creating. Some even decided to go into the water he was making, thinking it was just a fun dream. But here's where things got really surprising. As the man kept digging, the water changed. It went from a gentle flow to a strong current. The peaceful trench turned into a rough river. Waves that were far away suddenly crashed all around, and the fun turned into difficulty. Out of nowhere, the police arrived. They too were a bit mysterious. People wondered if they were there to help, to scold, or just to see this strange transformation. This mysterious video reminds us that life can be full of unexpected surprises. It shows that there are mysteries hiding in everyday things, and sometimes we just have to look a little deeper to find them. Mysterious grizzly bear encounter. One sunny day, something mysterious happened. A man was in his car, and he had a secret plan. He wanted to give food to a huge grizzly bear, a wild animal that doesn't follow our rules. The man hidden in the car's shadow seemed to be looking for adventure, or maybe just having fun. He reached out of the car's window with something for the bear. Then something shocking occurred. The grizzly bear with its wide jaws acted swiftly. It grabbed the offering with incredible precision. This was scary for the man, and he was full of fear and excitement. It felt like a life and death moment. The bear was so close it could have swallowed not just the food, but the whole hand. In a moment that seemed to last forever, the man's survival instincts kicked in. He started the car and sped away, narrowly escaping the bear's grasp. The video left everyone with questions. What made the man do such a daring thing with a wild animal? Was it bravery, a desire for adventure, or something we can't understand? This strange event happening in the bright light of day is a puzzle. It reminds us that mysteries exist in the wild just beyond our safe everyday world. These mysteries can be thrilling, but they might never be fully explained. Mysterious sea creature. On a sunny day, a strange thing from the deep sea showed up in a video. A person who was swimming at a peaceful beach found it. This thing was really odd. It looked like a huge worm. It clung to the person's hand and moved in a mysterious way. It made people question what it could be. No one knew for sure. It remains a big mystery. People saw the video online and talked about it. They had lots of ideas about what this strange creature might be. Some thought it could be a long, snake-like sea creature from the deep ocean. Others wondered if it was a creature that had been around for a very long time. Maybe even from the time of the extinct creatures. Some even thought it might be something from another world. But even with all these ideas, nobody really knew the truth. Experts and regular people couldn't figure it out. They couldn't find any answers in books or from scientists. This creature didn't fit into any category. It was just a big mystery. This mysterious sea creature left everyone with questions, and those questions spread far and wide. It reminded us that our world still holds many secrets, things we don't understand. Some mysteries may never have easy answers, and that's what keeps us curious and makes the world an intriguing place. Mystical owl's bubble flight. The video showed a mysterious scene. It looked like a strange documentary showing something very unusual. The star of this mysterious video was an owl, a bird that comes out at night. The owl was flying through a strange place filled with shiny bubbles. It looked like a magical world. The owl moved gracefully through these bubbles like a dancer. When the owl flapped its wings, it created a beautiful show with the bubbles. Scientists gathered to watch it. They weren't just watching an owl fly, they were learning the secrets of how things fly. It was as if the owl had the answers to the most important questions about how flight works. Mysterious bird and worm. In a quiet place, a camera saw something interesting. There was a young bird. Its dark eyes showed it was very hungry. The main character in the story was a small worm on the ground. It was just moving along, not knowing that the bird was watching. The worm was living its own life, trying to find its way. But the bird had no one to teach it how to eat. The scene was mysterious because the bird and the worm were like actors in a secret play. The bird wanted to eat, and the worm wanted to stay alive. The bird's mother was missing, and that made the bird's struggle even sadder. The little bird had to figure things out on its own, which was hard. In the quiet place, the bird and the worm showed a mysterious picture of life's struggles. They taught us about wanting to live and how nature can be puzzling. The forest had many secrets, and this was just one of them. When the camera took this picture, it made us think about the mysteries of nature. It asked us to wonder about the hidden stories in the wild. Lion and crocodile fight for meat. This video shows a crocodile and a lion fighting for the meat in the forest. The video is shot from a drone. The lion holds one end of the meat from its mouth tightly while the crocodile holds the other end with its mouth. Both of them try their best to take the whole meat for themselves. It seems like the crocodile has a more tight hold on the meat than the lion. The crocodile rolls over while the lion loses its grip on the meat. The crocodile stays still while the lion tries its best to take the whole meat to himself. The crocodile does not move and keeps on holding the meat with its mouth. Neighbors. This video shows two fishes in a fish tank. One of them throws sand on the other fish, which starts a competition between them. The fish on the right starts throwing the sand on the face of the other. When the fish on the left side does the same, fish on the right side gets stunned for a little while and starts it again. Thinking of it as revenge from the fish on the other side. Both of the fishes throw sand at each other, taking turns. This video is a reference to how two true neighbors treat each other. What would you do? A man who seems to be a forest photographer is sitting in the front of his car holding his camera, looking to his left. The video shows that one of his friends on the other side tells him to look at his right side. When he turns his face around to see what it is, he sees a tiger right next to him staring at him. He gets scared and does not know what to do. He stares back at the tiger, scared. He holds his camera more tightly, being scared, as he is alone in this situation. Not knowing what else to do to save his life. He sits there terrified. Orca attacking seals. This video shows how an orca is attacking seals on the seashore. Orca is also called a killer whale, as it is very dangerous and harmful. The orca attacks the seals very brutally. It comes with a very high speed, not letting the seals know, and gets on top of the seals, harming them with all its pressure and force. It gets back after hurting the seals. It comes to the end of the seashore to hurt the seals and then goes back into the water. Mooses are huge. This video shows how big and huge mooses are. The man making the video is hiding in the trees in the forest to make the video of the moose. The moose comes slowly forward and we can see how huge it is. The moose is black in color and has a huge body. You can see its legs are very big. The moose's antlers are beautiful and at the same time very big. The moose moves forward and you can see that the moose does not have a tail. It also tells us how moose can navigate through the forest very easily. Rules of the jungle. In a forest, a lion and a llama are fighting. The lion holds the llama from its neck and the llama shakes the lion off of him. While they fight, it seems that the llama has the upper hand as the lion cannot get a full grip of the llama's neck. The llama tries its best not to let the lion win. They both fight for a while. The llama shakes the lion a lot, but even the lion does not let the llama go. At the end, it shows that probably the lion won and the llama's lost. But the llama tries best not to get defeated and fights till the end. Japan's horrific catastrophe. On March 11, 2011, a colossal catastrophe hit the shores of Japan's Pacific coast and destroyed everything in its wake. The alarming calamity was an intense tsunami that had ruined everything associated with it. The fences, cars, buses, trees, and even the houses were demolished by this gigantic wave. It was reported that an underlying earthquake generated this tsunami. This tsunami had a wave height of almost 40 meters in the Aiwei Prefecture. This deadly sight is an alarming sight of how vicious nature can be. Researchers concluded that an almost 2,000-kilometer stretch of Japan's Pacific coast was impacted by the tsunami. Water giraffe turtles. Imagine an eccentric world where animals like water giraffes and turtles come to life. Absurd, isn't it? However, it's no longer an imagination, as these creatures do exist. This video shows a peculiar sight of a water giraffe turtle, also known as a long-necked turtle. They got their name giraffe turtles due to their long, slender neck that moves and extends like a giraffe's neck, helping the creature to swim freely in the pond and breathe through the water's surface. This cute animal looks animated due to its wide-open eyes and funny face. Some might find it scary and dangerous, but these reptiles are so cute and adorable, straight out of Gumball's land. A hybrid between a horse and an elephant. On our bucket list, there's another strange creature that I'm sure most of you haven't heard about at all. Imagine an animal that's like a mix between a horse and an elephant, but with its unique charm. That's a tapir for you. The thick woods and grasslands of Southeast Asia, Central America, and South America are home to these fantastic creatures. In this video, a man can be seen tickling this amiable creature, making it laugh to its fullest. You can surely hear those cute little laughing snores this tapir is making. Being giant in magnitude, these animals have calm and composed attitudes, and they seem to love human company. So next time someone asks you about indigenous animals, remember to mention water giraffe turtles and these walking fossil tapirs. Lion in a circus. I'm sure all of you have seen Madagascar, the movie where Alex the lion used to perform different stunts in a zoo to gain the attention of its spectators. A similar kind of video is circulating over the internet, where a lion stunned many observers with its cunning and vicious move. The video began with a crowd hovering around a fenced cage in vast fields. Within the fence boundary, a big lion was walking around a giant pole. Looking further into the video, it seemed like a massive piece of meat was tied on the bar to make the lion climb up the wooden pole to snatch its feast and simultaneously entertain its spectator. Guys, guess what? This trick worked. The lion climbed over the pole, tore apart the whole chunk of meat, and came down swiftly while gaining all the applause from its spectators. Global warming. Have you heard of the standard paradigm, all glitters is not gold? This clause holds an in-depth meaning and can be applied to nature and its breathtaking sights, which can sometimes take vicious turns. A spectacular sight surrounded by tall glaciers, snowy spikes covered with thick frost, almost unimaginable for such vast blocks of glistening ice to melt away in a few minutes. A similar set of events was captured by some tourists when a massive block of sky-high glaciers started to melt. In a case inspired by global warming, thanks to all factories and climate-ruining policies, vast chunks of pointed ice were seen melting away. And its tiny pieces were falling down with so much velocity that they started to hit the people nearby. It is a truly fascinating sight sacrificed by our poor climate change policies. Thank you for coming along on this wild adventure with us. Subscribe to our channel if you want more spine-chilling battles and hair-raising encounters. We're always going into the deepest recesses to bring you the most intriguing videos ever captured on camera. And remember to set that notification bell to ensure you get all the updates on our fascinating adventures.